140 characters.
Yeah, yeah, I know. So the fun thing is just,
Right.
Eric, you're a plant and you survive on photosynthesis. I am not a fucking plant, and I do not survive on fucking photosynthesis.
Howard, I got one for you.
Come on.
A real one. JD's just telling me he got very angry, because someone accused him of being on the show Mama's Family.
And what did he write?
I was never on the fucking show.
Mama's Family. You can just tell somebody wrote him that he was gay. So he goes, dumb fuck, I am not gay. And then he goes, well, you must have fucked guys. And he goes, I have never fucked you or any other guy in my life. I do not have any STDs and I am not a midget. So somebody wrote him, you're a bug-eyed toad. So he writes back, I am not, listen to this, I am not a bug-eyed toad. Go fuck yourself and go to hell, you pathetic motherfucking dumb fuck dipshit.
Oh, my
Eric, do you have to answer everyone?
No. Do you really think somebody's going to believe you're a toad?
Like, the fun thing to do is, evidently you're right, Eric, and just tell him that he's 2 feet tall, and he goes, you pathetic, stupid bitch. I am not 2 feet tall. I am 3 feet. Go fuck yourself and go to hell. I am not a midget. It's just unbelievable. No matter what, and it just...
Wait, does everybody write to him, Eric the Midget? Because almost every tweet has, I am not a midget.
I guess the other fun thing is to tell him that he lost to Jeff in the acting contest, because then he goes really berserk. But look at this one. Obviously somebody wrote him and said he has tits. So he goes, shut the fuck up, you fucking pathetic dipshit. I do not have tits, and I am not a midget.
Well, that settles it.
But why is everything, I am not a midget? Do they all say you're a midget, Eric?
Well, as I said, that the last time you said that, I said pretty much what they say.
Oh.
Whatever they say, he repeats, which only makes people want to write him more.
Now everybody knows, yeah.
Yeah. This guy wrote, Eric, you are going broke. So he writes, bullshit, motherfucker. I am not going to fucking die miserable, broke, and alone. Also, I will be mourned. Fuck off now.
I will be mourned.
What that fucking pathetic loser keeps saying, that I will die alone, broke, and miserable.
Well, why do you have to
mourned?
And not in a morgue?
No, and not be mourned.
Yeah. Well, but why would you write him back?
I don't know. I just feel like fighting back with them.
Yeah. You will not be mourned.
But then you say it makes you upset.
If somebody wrote me a tweet and said that you will not be mourned, I would laugh because, like, what do they don't know anything about me.
But then he'll say, I have to get off Twitter, and he blames us for the people writing these horrible things because they upset him and his blood pressure goes up. Why do you get engaged?
I don't know.
All right. We're trying to rag on Sal, not you, right now. So
yeah, Sal says
apparently your IQ's a lot lower than mine, stupid.
Yeah, at least Sal doesn't answer these people.
Right. I'm smarter than that. And I know I'll be mourned.
Sal's so excited now he can make fun of someone.
Yeah. Poor little guy in a wheelchair. Boy, I feel
Wait a minute, Eric. Have you had your bed lift off the floor?
No, not even Eric.
No.
You should go to see Pat Robertson. He can grow your limbs. By the way, here's a fact that everyone will be interested in. How many I have the number of tweets Eric has written. Do you think it's over 10,000 or under 10,000?
Jeez.
I mean, 10,000.
I was just thinking it would have to be about 10,000.
So what do you think, over or under?
I'm going to go slightly under.
Under 10,000, Sal?
I'm going to say 9,000.
I'm going to say over,
something.
about 11.5.
Fred?
I'm going to say it's over.
Well, the fact is, Eric has written over 22,000 tweets.
Oh, my goodness, Eric.
Wow. What an incredible waste of time.
Jesus.
You might
And they're all They all contain you dumb fuck.
Yeah. Oh, every one of them.
No. I do try to, on occasion, write to someone like Mary or, someone else that I've met. But of course, when I do that, these dumbasses start harassing me and them.
And characters, and then I send them out, and then I have to.
This is funny. Someone on Twitter. Somebody on Twitter must have called him a brony. That set him up. Listen,
a brony, you fucking
pretty much.
Pathetic loser.
Listen, all you fucking pathetic dumb fucks. I am not fucking in any fucking stupid ass brony groups. Those people are fucking sick in the fucking head. They fucking all need to be thrown in padded cells. Go fuck yourselves and go to hell, fuckers.
I may throw in 3 more fucks.
Yeah. And what's with all the cursing, Eric? Like, it just shows you have a poor command of the language, really.
Speak up, dummy.
Oh, now stop.
Shut up, dumb fuck.
He's probably changing his diaper right now.
No.
Not now.
That's it, 7:30.
The other reason why I called was about the contest last week, the act off.
The act
To
off.
show that I
gotta
have
go.
no ill will towards losing towards or with Jeff. I've asked Joni to start a Kickstarter account.
All right. Eric, I gotta go, but thank you. Okay. Goodbye.
Eric starting a Kickstarter account?
Yeah. I don't know.
What for?
I'd like to start kicking him right now.
I love Eric.
Kick me off a cliff.
What's nice about the show is that when you've had enough of Eric, you can hang up on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he can get
I
really...
wonder what he's raising money for.
I don't know. You can call him
That's
off
a call
the air.
for another day.
I'm going to give you his phone number. You can call him off the air.
Now he'll call tomorrow and try to say it again.
You've said a lot.
Yes.
You've said a lot.
It's been great.
And I thank you for that. Eric the actor just wants to say a quick hello to you. He's a fan of yours.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes, Eric.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I was wondering, is the big redneck vacation coming back on CMT?
That's a good question, Eric. I don't know for sure if it's coming back. That's a show we had on CMT, and we had Riley Martin on it.
Right.
Remember that weird show?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know if it is. I hope so, but we'd love to have you on there.
Yeah, as an actor, would you tell Eric that it's okay to play gay characters?
I 100%. I mean, I played pedophiles. Come on. Let's take it one step beyond.
Explain to Eric that we know you're not a pedophile.
Exactly.
If you play one.
Right, absolutely.
And nobody thinks you are.
I feel, Eric, I root for you. I want you to do well in this business. But playing a gay character it doesn't, you got to, you have to do it. I know Chuck Zito came to one of my shows recently and said, I would never play a gay character either.
He won't. Well, he can't. He's got a
That's
whole
true.
image. He's like
but
an action hero.
But it would be great if he did. It would be great if Arnold did.
Right.
It'd be great if Arnold played a Nazi.
Right.
How great would that be?
It would be fantastic.
Because we know he's not a Nazi.
Right.
But yet people have said that because where he's from.
He's sensitive.
And he could win an Oscar.
Right.
A gay Nazi.
Eric, do you hear what Tom is saying?
You need to do it. You need to do things that are not you. Do the hard things. You're not gay.
Eric, what do you say to that? Are you inspired?
I will take it into consideration.
Wow.
That's very nice, because I'd love to work with
I'd
him.
love to see him as a gay.
Well, we have a part for Eric if he would play gay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know.
Well, maybe he'll do it now.
But I thought you made the Jeff the Drunk, the gay part. You worked it all out.
Turned out that Jeff doesn't want to switch now.
Okay.
No. We'll be back. Thanks, Tom. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, everybody.
We'll be back right after. And Eric, thank you.
Thank you, Eric.
Okay. Have a good day.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Is he okay?
He's okay.
I'm going to work with him. Now, he needs a 12-step meeting. Just for whatever.
Right.
I mean, not that
he has a problem.
No, but he's
just got issues.
He's got issues, yeah. Get him in there with the guys of Stag.
It's great.
Tuck him up.
Eric the actor is on the phone. Yes, Eric.
I just want to say, thanks for putting me on with Tom Arnold yesterday, but the other thing earlier.
By the way, Eric, I have to say, thank you for reminding me. I thought Tom Arnold yesterday was on fire.
He's always a good guest.
One of the best guests ever. I got to put him up in the top 5. That fucking guy comes in and knows how to do radio.
Fire!
He just lets it. I mean, that story about him and Dak Shepard going to the same gynecologist
with the giant gynecologist
and talking about the gorgeous gynecologist, and they take pictures of the gynecologist's ass while and exchange them while she's examining their wives. I mean,
right.
I mean, that is so wrong, but so right for radio. You know, I mean, it's just like, and
thank God they did it.
And you can never be angry with Tom because he's on fire, man. And that stuff about Arnold Schwarzenegger and going over there, and these
I was still trying to picture that.
The guy knows how to paint a picture, Robin.
Yeah.
You could see Arnold's elaborate gym. You could see these guys running around in underwear, and this guy
and a guy in an apron.
A guy in an apron in his underwear who serves Arnold while he's seated there like a king. I mean, what a fucking talk show guest is Tom Arnold. I mean, really, honest to God,
amazing,
phenomenal. I hope somebody out there appreciated him because I sure as hell did. And I went home and I was thinking about it, and I started telling my wife last night about all the things, and she was like, oh my God, well, wow. And it was crazy. Just crazy.
One thing
I'm just like wondering about Tom Arnold's life.
Yes, Eric, sorry.
One thing I'd appreciate when we finish like all 4.
Okay, fair enough. He wants
to finish.
He wants to finish his thought.
I got cut off.
Yes, you did. I cut you off.
I was trying to say yesterday when you hung up on me, that was pretty fucking rude. I was trying to explain something nice that I was doing for Jeff and myself to.
Yeah, but it was so boring.
Money.
You know what, Eric? It was so boring, and I was in the middle of a Tom Arnold interview that
was an hour or so before.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, we had had you on long enough. You were funny. You were part of the scene. And I just remember you started to drone, as you sometimes can. And I had to hang up, you know?
Eric, you need editing.
Yeah. Eric, listen. I got to keep this show interesting. Sometimes I've got to cut you off. And I hope you understand this. If it was a regular conversation off the air, I'd let you drone. And I'd put you on speakerphone. And I'd let you finish.
He'd go do some work.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'd come back. But on the radio, like you've watched various shows, like on Fox News and stuff, they cut things short because people, they know. There's some, I know the people have had it with you. That's all. I don't mean to be rude, but sometimes I have to be.
Well, then, let me say now that...
Uh-oh. You're going to go back there and you're going to make me hang up.
Johnny is going to be starting a Kickstarter account to cover the ag dues of not only myself, but also Jeff, to show that, and this was my idea to show that I had no...
Here I go. I'm going to hang up.
We have hard feelings towards losing.
All right. Thank you, Eric. All right. Very nice. Kickstarter campaign to get Eric to say.
That was fascinating.
And, yeah. Good. I'm glad you got that out. I obviously I made a mistake the first time when I cut you off. It's a good thing I hung in there. Thank you, Eric.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye. There you go. See, Robin, I was wrong. That was really interesting. You know, I'm
glad he got that out.
Yeah, I made a big mistake. All right. Let's see. Oh, geez. Eric, the actor's on the phone. You know, I got so many hate mail about Eric yesterday. People really do not like hearing Eric on the air. It's so weird to me because I love when Eric calls in, but sometimes when I listen back to it, I'm not that thrilled with it. I know what you mean. But while it's happening, I like it. Here, I'll read you some email. Eric, I might be way off on you. Please listen to this, Eric. Eric, listen to this. Good morning. Please get rid of Eric the Midget. I don't know why, but he has way too much airtime. He's so boring and annoying that I changed the channel when he's on. Much like Debbie the Pet Lady, she was once a home run, but eventually got old. This is now Eric. His 15 minutes are well past, and like Gary said, it's like talking to someone on the moon. It takes forever for him to reply. See, I thought that was the beauty of Eric.
Some people aren't getting it.
Get hold of a new whack packer. Like, that's easy. Although we were in a meeting yesterday, we kind of came up with a new whack packer. We were thinking of something.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. A couple of us know of some people. Get hold of a new whack packer or bring back some older ones that provide entertainment, like Beetlejuice or something. I speak for all my buddies that listen as well. We all change the channel when Eric is on. He is old news and extremely boring. What are we going to do about this, Eric?
Now they're all a bunch of worthless dumb fucks that go fuck themselves and go to hell.
I thought it was real strong the other day when we read Eric's tweets and how ridiculous they are. I don't know. Just, with Eric, it's hit and miss. This is my theory on Eric. You never know what you're going to get. But I'd rather have a world with Eric, even with some bad appearances, than a world without Eric. What do you say, Robin?
I've always enjoyed Eric, and I believe that we should keep with him.
Fred, what about you? Do you think Eric has done his best work on the show?
I think his best work is yet to come.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think he's only going to get better.
Benji, do you sense he's burnt out?
No, not at all.
You enjoy him still?
I love him on the show.
Right. All right. What do I feel? I like him. Otherwise, I wouldn't even put him on. I mean, I like him.
Then go with your gut.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Benji.
Thanks, Benji. It was very wise of you. You're like a fucking pimply Yoda. You're a red-faced Yoda. Very wise. Very good advice. Or somebody wrote in about that, Fred. They can't stand when you play the Benji sound effect. But I like it.
I do, too.
Yeah.
That was Benji's greatest appearance.
Yeah. I think Benji's peaked.
And I had another email. I don't know if it's in this batch or not. One guy says he would listen to an entire channel of just that noise.
Right. When you drop it in at the right moment, it does work.
Exactly.
Yeah. This guy writes in, I brought up, oh, sorry, Eric. Yes, what did you want to say? Let's see how Eric does. Everyone evaluate. Go ahead, Eric.
Well, after I was on air yesterday, I heard you guys playing a bunch of the Robin songs, and I came up with an idea. Why don't you guys put all those songs? Of course, you'd have to get the people to sign releases, but put all those songs online or on CD for the fans to purchase, and then have the money go towards cancer charities, like the one that Robin, got over, and breast cancer charities.
Should I talk to Eric about this? Eric, when those song parodies use the music of other people, you have to clear the rights. It's a whole thing. You can't.
You're going to go through it.
All right, Eric, I'll consider it. Thank you. All right, Eric the actor, everybody, making an appearance.
By the way, Howard, that idea has never been floated by anyone ever.
No one's ever heard that one. What a totally original idea.
He's
yes,
sitting
Rob.
at home thinking.
Yes, Rob, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Tell Eric we had enough of him. No one wants to hear him. Ask Baba Booey. He hates him. Everybody in the whole office hates him.
Gary, you don't want to hear him?
Oh, I want to hear him.
You do, yeah.
I do. I like hearing him on the air. By the way, he said someone asked him his two least favorite staff members, that it's me, but Fred. He doesn't like Fred.
Well, because Fred
Everyone
plays all
hates
those
him.
terrible sound effects.
A lot of them are his voice.
And he does Fred does an Eric impression, but you want to know something? I think it helps the Eric appearance.
I think it does, too.
Yeah, it makes me laugh.
He doesn't realize it.
It's getting so fucking boring.
What you Robin is and made them able to be on the ends on line or on C.
Do Howard.
Yeah, nobody knows what he was talking about.
Howard, what they should do is they should have Jeff the Drunk. Whenever Eric's on, you have to put Jeff the Drunk on at the same time.
Right.
That makes it interesting.
All right, Rob, thank you.
Okay.
Even you're getting boring, Rob. All right, Eddie, go ahead. You're on the air.
I love Eric because whenever I hear him, it makes me feel better about my life. I remember seeing pictures of him on that chat roulette, and oh my God.
Yeah.
I just think about the little guy in that little chair and hear that voice and think, well, my life is pretty good in comparison. So he makes me smile because then my life's not so shitty.
Got it. All right, let's go to Eric the Actor. You're on the air. By the way, coming up in moments is I Want to Get My Grandpa Laid, brought to you by Bad Grandpa, opening nationwide October 25th, the new Johnny Knoxville movie presented by Jackass. Yes, Eric.
Good morning.
You could be ready to talk when we get to you.
Why prepare?
I was calling because I think I found a date for Robin.
Really?
Well, now you have our attention.
Where did you find this date?
Robin, I found when you talk to Eric, you got to just pause for a really long time and wait for him to say something.
Over the weekend, I was down in San Diego at the Battle for Glory event with TNA, and one of the wrestlers who's from Britain named Magnus is attracted to Robin and would like to go out on a date with her.
Is that right?
We have to look him up on the internet. A wrestler named Magnus.
Magnus.
Yeah, you know, I was seeing on TV, Whitney Cummings is dating a UFC champion or something.
What?
If you go,
that's what I'm saying. It's a new thing. Like, maybe Eric's right. Maybe some kind of...
Maybe a wrestler isn't the man of my dreams.
Maybe.
There's a photo on the Twitter page.
All I hear is...
There's a photo of him.
Is his name Magnus?
Yes. That's his name.
Well, I would imagine that is not his real name.
He's 26 and in very, very good shape. He's built.
Oh.
Yeah,
Eric might be onto something.
Right. Yeah, Eric, you might have your first good idea. What about Eric co-starring with me in The Man with Two Heads? Would you be in that, Eric? Let me explain the plot to you real quick.
No, I heard it.
Would you do it?
No.
Oh, my goodness, Eric.
Jesus. Why not?
You don't want people to think you have two heads?
No, it sounds too fucking lame.
Oh, wow. Yeah, but we're not gay. We're straight.
Well, I know that.
Dude, it's going to be a huge cult hit.
And a lot of the people down at the event were saying that...
Well, you're not going to be in the movie anyway, because I'm going to be in it with a black guy. Hey, JD, where's the trailer for The Man with Two Heads? The Thing with Two Heads. Eric, maybe this will make you change your mind.
I can't believe, Eric. You're so difficult.
What do I do with that? I just had it.
Page 1 should be in the first column.
Thank you. Here, listen to this.
It seemed like a good idea at the time. The white bigot was dying, and the black soul brother needed time to prove his innocence. More power to you, brother.
I want to transplant my head on a healthy body. I think I'd like to donate my body to science after all.
So they transplanted the white head onto the black body. Who would have suspected that neither would care for the eye?
I like that they make it like onto the black body, but the black body still had a head.
Right. It's not a body. It's a guy.
Right.
Idea too much.
What are you guys doing to me? Shut up. Where's the rest of you? We are joined together temporarily. Williams, stop this car immediately. Why don't you shut up? Hey, that's telling him, man. I should have known your kind stick together. Will you please stop this infernal machine? Oh, just shut up. Hell! Shut up. You a doctor? So far, so good. Then how about you taking old happy face off of here? Hey, shooting at us!
That's when they're driving the car.
Right. The music is going to be better in the new movie.
Yeah. Eric, don't pay any attention to the music.
Right.
man, this car's a real dub.
Could I have a cigarette? Hey, man, are we smoking while I'm eating?
Ray Milland and Rosie Greer as The Thing with Two Heads.
It's pretty good, man.
Sleep, baby.
Why don't you stay here for a little while?
It's no use, honey. Maybe when I get used to it.
Now you know you got to go.
Yeah, that's Rosie's girlfriend saying, I can't fuck you with the white guy's head on your shoulders. And he tells the white head, you gotta go. I gotta get pussy. Eric, come on. You don't think people will go to see that in 3D with today's technology? Are you out of your mind? Don't you know a winner?
You gotta rethink your decision.
Right. I'll give you time to think about it.
I'll take the part of one of the doctors.
All right. Done. I got to get Eric in there as one of the doctors.
He's the doctor who does the operation.
Yeah, and then we wake up. I'm on Roosevelt Greer's body or whoever I get to play that part, and hopefully it'll be Refrigerator Perry. And all of a sudden we wake up and I go, oh shit! Look at the fucking doctor. He's worse than we are.
No wonder he performed this surgery.
Yeah. No. Hey, you dick. Why'd you leave Refrigerator Perry's head on?
I just needed a body.
Right. Well, by the way, in our version of the movie, Eric, Refrigerator Perry makes out with the doctor when he wakes up. Ooh. The doctor happens to be gay.
One head should be gay.
Yeah. No, the doctor who performs the surgery is gay.
Well, why couldn't one head be gay, too?
No, I'm not playing someone gay. People will think I'm gay. You know who'd be good as the black guy? Leon Spinks. He's excellent.
Oh, stop it.
Oh, come on. What do you go? Stop
He
it.
can't remember lines.
It's all right. I'll be right next to him. I can whisper the lines to him. All right, Eric, I have you down as a doctor. We'll see.
A lot of people were saying they enjoy me being a part of this show.
Not the email I get.
Yeah, what do you read?
Yeah, where did you read that?
Well, that's what I was hearing from people that were down in San Diego.
I see.
Okay. All right, well, that's good to hear. All right, thanks, Eric. Take it easy. Bye.
Okay.
All right. All right, Robin. Eric out there looking out for you, trying to get you a date.
Yeah, he's getting me a date.
Did you look the guy up?
I did look him up.
You like it?
He's a very handsome guy.
Yeah. Sure. I see Marianne from Brooklyn's on the phone. Somebody wrote me an email yesterday. I can't even find it right now, but it was like, Bobo's a fucking suck ass, and so is Marianne. Keep him off the air. Let's see. I'll read you some stuff. Too early for Eric the actor?
Never.
I don't think so.
Looks like he's got an interesting agenda. I'm kind of sucked in here. Yeah, Eric the actor needs help convincing Johnny Fratto to drop Jeff the drunk. That's pretty good. All right, you sucked me in, Eric. What's going on?
Well, I became sick of Johnny not doing stuff for me and getting all this attention to Jeff. And all Jeff got is this one movie role. And I need help with a lot more than just one thing.
Jeff's like the new girlfriend, you know, Eric. It's like you were giving him like so much hell that I think all of a sudden he sees Jeff as his future. Even though you're right, you're probably the more in-demand actor. But, you know, Johnny's probably teaching you a lesson in a way. He's trying to say, hey, Eric, you better get your shit together or else I'm going off with Jeff completely. I think you're in a classic case of sibling rivalry.
Whack pack rivalry.
Yeah, we call it whack pack rivalry. In fact, we've been calling it since Robin came up with it 3 seconds ago. It's called whack pack rivalry, where like the two of you are just fighting over Johnny's attention. And Johnny likes it because it gets you in line all of a sudden. Now,
I'm sure I'm the more in demand because there was even a news story about when Robin went to tape on Rachel Ray. She made a comment saying that she'd like to have me on her show.
Yeah. Well, there's no doubt You're the most successful Whack Pack actor in the history of the show. There's no doubt. But
I'm not in that group.
Well, you know.
I'm in the group of regular callers.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Eric, I think you got to drop that whole pretense. I mean, you're a Whack Packer.
Nope.
Yeah.
You know, John Lieberman's here. He interviewed Jeff yesterday. You want to hear what he has to say is going on?
Sure. John Lieberman with some information, Eric. Let me try and piece this all together. It's exciting. It's exciting, ladies and gentlemen. We woke up, and now we're in the world of Eric the actor, and it's fun. And John Lieberman covers this world beautifully. How you doing, John?
Good, Howard. How you doing?
Yeah, you're doing a great job.
So Jeff the drunk is outraged. I spoke to him yesterday. Jeff is outraged because he feels as if he won the act off.
Yes.
But now Johnny Fratto has told Jeff that he has promised Eric a role in the same film, despite the fact that Jeff won.
Well, you know, that's, again, Whack Pack rivalry. Here, you could be gracious. Jeff did win. Jeff got his choice of roles. And then in an act of grace, the producers said, hey, let's get Eric and Jeff in here. And Jeff is now tantruming because he won and he doesn't want Eric in. This is Whack Pack rivalry. And I know that...
At its height.
At its height, what we're seeing is a very, very serious condition. We are now joined by the actor Jeff the Drunk.
Hi, Howard.
Hi. Eric, Jeff, Eric, both men represented by Johnny Fratto, which seems to be...
Eric, this is just the beginning.
Of
the end for his ass.
Oh.
What do you mean?
This is just the tip of the iceberg.
In other words, I think what you're saying in your own muddled, drunken way is that you're now going to be the hot actor. You're taking over.
Correct.
Wow. Eric, is there a response?
Oh, give me a fucking break.
In other words, what
There's no way.
What you're saying, Eric, is
I've been called delusional. No, what he said is absolutely delusional.
We're joined now on the phone by Agent Johnny Fratto. Johnny, is this a dangerous situation for both actors? You're playing one off the other.
Well, Howard, first of all, here's the real problem, okay? My clients want me to do unbelievable things.
Right.
Are they both unreasonable?
What examples do you have of this?
Well, let me give you, well, first of all, right now, Eric, why don't you tell him what you want me to do right now?
Well, the one thing I am focused on right now is not getting any acting, really, because my SAG duty.
Tell Howard what you want to buy.
What does he want to buy?
I would like to find a single investor or multiple investors to help me purchase TNA wrestling.
You want the whole thing.
In other words,
he wants me to raise money.
Well, why not, Johnny? I mean, Eric is a TNA fan. He has feelings of actually running that organization. They're probably in trouble. This is an excellent opportunity for investors to buy. I guess Eric would be a minority owner.
Minority? How's he going to own anything?
Well, he's going to through his services. If Eric's involved, everyone's going to tune in. Yeah.
Well, let me tell you what. He wants to run it, and he said that he could make a tidy profit for whoever invests for them.
Tiny.
But the part I like the best is that he offered a 20% discount to the investor on all beverages and food. So I think that... wait till I get to Jeff. Now, that's just Eric's demands. Now, Jeff's demands are a little bit different for the movie with John.
Oh, it's also... I don't, why are you doing this, John?
Yeah, it seems like a terrible waste of time.
Hey, by the way,
I don't know.
Hey, hold on, Johnny. Hey, Gary, by the way...
Deal.
Gary, my monitors aren't working. I don't have any monitors on.
Did they just go out?
No, they're just not on.
Okay, let me check and see what's going on.
Yeah. Is Scott in charge of that? Not on. Sorry, Johnny, I got my own problems. You know.
I'm sorry, which monitor are you talking about?
My left and my right monitor.
Oh, okay.
Which monitor? Come in and look. Gary was fucking coughing like a storm this morning.
Oh, really?
Oh my God! And then I was thinking of having a bottle of my water, but he was positioning his head right over my these two monitors. All right.
Howard, I just 15 minutes ago, I just got threw up on by a fucking 5-year-old.
Yeah, well,
and he threw up like the Exorcist. My the 5-year-old is his birthday today.
Never mind that. I got Gary.
Gary's your 5-year-old.
Yeah, Gary.
You don't throw up on me.
All right, well, let me get out of one conversation and get into the other. I'm all over the place. Hey, all right, how much money do you need, Eric, to buy TNA? Do you have any idea?
All I know is what I read yesterday. The Carter family is looking to sell, I think it was 70% of the company.
What would that cost? 70% of the company?
I did not see an estimated value.
Okay.
Well, then how are your investors supposed to just step up without knowing?
That's Johnny's job to do research and find out. Yeah, I think Eric's right about that. Eric comes up with the ideas. It's up to Johnny to get them done.
I'm pretty sure we're near 100 million.
Yeah, but a lot. You know what? I got to take Eric's side. Johnny, you're not thinking big here. If they have Eric as the actual president of the company, I mean, not just a figurehead, but a guy who runs things, who knows how to manage things, don't you see this company blossoming into a $1 billion?
I think that if we could get Chuck Zito in the ring with Eric, I think he might do it in a day.
Imagine how fast would the TNA wrestling organization be out of business?
Go down.
Eric, did it ever occur to you you've run nothing your entire life and have absolutely no business skills?
Okay, thank you. It's easy. You think it would be easy?
What, Eric?
Out of respect and friendship with the current president of the company, I would still keep her in the position. And I would just take a little bit of a
smart, though. That's a smart move, right?
You know what I learned, Eric? I don't know if you even know this, John. Eric used to be a travel agent, how long were you a travel agent, Eric?
I didn't know that.
Only about a year.
A year. So his whole experience in business is being can you imagine? I'd like to go to Hawaii.
How could he even be a travel agent? He doesn't travel.
Here, I'll show you how it sounded. Hi, I'd like to go to Hawaii.
I was more...
Eric, did you have one regular customer? I mean, was there anyone who was...
Somebody who called him again and again?
But can you imagine him on the phone to the public? It must have been fucking insane.
Oh, yeah. Fuck you.
I was more a sales rep.
What does that mean?
Oh, God, even worse.
The company was owned by a couple that went to my parents' church. I was just a sales rep. I wasn't a full-fledged agent because you had to actually go through classes.
So as a sales rep, you're saying, Jeff, you're saying that Eric was a doorstop at the travel agency? Yes, that's what he's saying.
Can you imagine Eric at a shareholders meeting of TNA if he was in charge of the company?
There's so much going on. Eric, were you able to go places in terms of, I know that in the travel business, you have to go sample a lot of the resorts and places that you recommend to people. Were you traveling to these places and being wined and dined?
No, the only 3 trips I helped arrange was my own family trip, a trip for my uncle and aunt, and a trip for my teacher, my high school.
So only people who felt bad for Eric.
And felt bad,
Oh my God. Johnny, thank you. It's just getting a little too confusing. I'm gonna say goodbye to Johnny, and I'm gonna wrap things up with Jeff and Eric. Thank you, Johnny, and we all empathize.
Wait a minute, Howard. You got to hear Jeff because we have to.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. Now. Johnny, thank you. Johnny Ferrato, everybody.
Poor Johnny.
Yeah. Johnny has so much to say. He gets frustrated.
What is Jeff's demand?
Or if you wanted to know that, why? She hang up on Johnny.
We have Jeff.
I hung up on Johnny because Johnny's so frustrated with the two of you that he can't stop talking. He's trying to get about 50 points out.
Jeff might have fallen asleep because we've learned that Jeff isn't drinking much anymore, but he smokes 6 to 8 bowls a morning now of pot. So we might want to even consider Howard changing his moniker, because this is a story that we're breaking today, is that Jeff now wakes up and smokes 6 to 8 bowls and doesn't drink most days.
Wow.
So he should be more laid back.
Oh, isn't pot expensive? Where's he getting the money for that?
It's just, it's just leaf weed.
Leaf weed? What does that mean?
Because people around here grow it.
Oh.
And so I just get the leaves.
So you actually, grow your own?
No, I didn't. No. I didn't say that now, did I?
Friends of yours grow, and then they...
You trying to get me in trouble, Howard?
No, but you're saying friends up there grow, and you just kind of pick it wild?
Yeah.
Do you dry it and all that stuff?
Yeah, well, yeah. I get the leaves.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
I thought all pot was leaves, but what do I know?
No, it's not. You get buds.
Buds.
That's what good stuff is, the buds.
Yeah.
Hey, the director of the movie just sent me Jeff's list of demands for what he needs when he's on set.
Let's see.
Oh, wow.
Well, Jeff, you're becoming an asshole, huh? Let's see.
No, I'm not.
He's always been an asshole. What are you talking about?
2 cases of Budweiser long neck. 2 cases of Budweiser long necks per day. 2 cases a day.
A day?
Yeah. Think somebody's an alcoholic? 4 cartons of Marlboro Reds. 6 ounces of California Kush.
He even demands pot?
7 packs of Easy Rider rolling papers. Enough Coke to carry him through the entire time. I'm praying he's talking about Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola?
Yeah. The guy writes, and I thought Eric was a problem. This is a whole new vortex.
Eric may be right.
In addition to the fact that I might never produce another movie if I give into most of this. Johnny even says we're in felony territory here. I might have to consider the little guy. So, Eric, you might end up with the part anyway.
Yeah, Jeff, why are you talking yourself out of a part?
No, we were just having fun. Come on.
All right.
God.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't send out too many letters like that.
No.
Come on now.
Yeah. All right, well...
Okay.
Eric, thank you. Jeff, thank you. Johnny Fratto, thank you.
And Eric can't get in the part, so fuck you.
Shut the fuck up, trailer boy.
Fuck you, bitch.
All right. Well, there you go.
Did you guys see the email I sent about a dating game with Robin and 3 wrestlers?
Oh, shut the fuck up,
This is how he's going to promote his new company.
I can answer that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I did. I saw it and I ignored it.
All right. What does he want to do?
He thinks that there's one wrestler that wants to date Robin, and then he found another wrestler that might want to date Robin, so he thinks we should put together a Robin wrestler dial-a-date.
No, I'm not interested in that.
There's a total of 3 wrestlers, you idiot, not 2.
There's 7.
Say goodbye.
And you say that I can't do math. You can't even count to 3, Gary.
Want another Eric fact?
Sure.
Eric was on the yearbook staff of his high school. Like, he was the guy in charge of putting the yearbook together.
Really?
Yeah. Like he has run some things.
Let's see that yearbook. See how well he did.
11th and 12th grade.
Eric, how did you get that position? I mean, that's a pretty important and certainly a...
He rolled his way to the top, I'm sure.
Seriously, Eric, how'd you get that?
All you had to do was just take the second period class.
So it was a class you could sign up for.
So really it was another loser position.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you're in any position to be running TNA wrestling. Based on your resume he was a travel agent and he booked only trips for his own family and friends, which are
and
3
he didn't have many,
yeah,
so
3.
he couldn't have a business.
His parents, his teacher, and somebody else.
An uncle.
3.
The band teacher also did yearbook and chorus.
The band teacher.
Were people mean to you in high school, or were they nice? I think by the time Eric went to high school, there was a lot of those after-school specials where you get taught to teach
handicapped
people nicely instead of goofing on them.
I think he did all right.
I still thought he was an asshole.
Eric, were so people nice to you in high school? Like, were you sort of like friends with everyone?
Yes, I didn't have to deal with harassment until I started calling this show.
Right. Yeah. No, because I remember, like, in my high school, there were a couple, like, handicap cases like Eric. And I remember, like, the hottest chick in the high school. I was, like, you know, a turd in high school. Nobody paid attention to me, but I observed a lot. It was a good observing ground for me because no one was actually talking to me. So there was this one chick who had big fucking giant tits, and she was super hot. Like, I'm trying to remember her name, even. I should have. I probably beat off enough to thinking about her. And there was a blind guy in our school, and she was always, like, his girlfriend, like, hanging out with him. And I just came back to me, like, and she was super hot. Like, you just wanted to fuck her, you know? It was crazy hot. Like Pam Anderson hot. But she was, like, so kind to the handicapped kid. And you're like, fuck.
Yeah, but she probably only wanted to hang around with the blind guy because he was the only guy who could talk to her.
Yeah, right. But she was probably fucking a few, you know, I mean, I don't know what her sex life was like, but she could have gotten anyone in the school. But, like, her hanging around with the blind guy was just crazy. Like, you were just like, oh, shit. I was going to put on a pair of shades and just fucking act like I was
blind, too. Give me that white cane.
Yeah. Leave me around. You know? Ralph claims he has an idea for you. You know Ralph. Ralph, go ahead.
Hey, now.
Yeah.
Hey, so, Eric, you should do a Kickstarter campaign to buy this TNA. And then all the listeners could buy into it, and you could raise the money quickly. I bet it would happen.
It's too much work for Eric.
God, wouldn't you love to see him own a company, Howard, and run it?
Oh, man.
Run it right into the ground.
Yeah, like TNA Wrestling has like $100 million value, and then like Eric takes over a year later, it's worth like $8.
$1.
Right. And he's like, it's not my fault. The people there were assholes.
You see him in his office.
Yeah, big office with giant cigar.
Oh, come on, you have to do it. The audience will. I'll buy into it.
And you know he'd be the worst fucking boss. Like,
he's firing everybody every day.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. You're fired. Anyone who even offends him a little bit.
Hey, Eric, real quick question: why do you want to own this? Do you think you do a good job or what?
Yeah, of course he does.
Well, I, doesn't hang around with these people for not this past weekend, but the weekend before.
After you ask a question, you just get bored out of your skull.
Right, I don't even, it's too hard to find the answer.
When Ralph asked the question, I went, oh shit. Because it's all I hear is like,
He hung out with him. It's a great answer. He hung out with him last weekend, so now he wants to buy the company.
Yeah, like he watches TNA Wrestling now. But, he thinks big. You got to admire that.
Yeah, right?
Everything he does is usually too much for him. He can't run a company. The day after he takes control, he'll be, I can't do this.
Yeah, you'd be miserable, Eric. Robin is so right. You would be miserable running a company. You got a great life now. You don't have to do anything.
You can't even take Twitter.
Yeah, imagine the fans of TNA complaining to you. You would just fucking fall apart.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Foiled again.
What do you think of what I'm saying, Eric?
I don't know. I mean, I just want you guys refer to me as ungrateful. I'm trying to show gratitude to a company that treated me really well.
You want to buy them and ruin them?
That's some gratitude. Wow.
I love you. Let me ruin you.
That's some gratitude. He's going to have the fans buy TNA Wrestling for him.
Wow.
And then he's going to wreck it.
Can I be your buddy?
Eric does have a point, though, because I never heard of TNA Wrestling before, Eric.
Yeah, but somebody must be into it. We just actually have a fucking brain in our head and understand that wrestling is a complete fake thing, and we don't give a shit about it.
I understand it's fake, too.
It's not even the good wrestling with Vince McMahon. It's like some other bullshit wrestling.
Right.
If you're someone that avoid sports and entertainment. It's something that appeals to you.
Well,
Eric, when you were a travel agent, only 3 people booked plans and vacations with you, and they were all in your family. You're not equipped to run a business.
Your family can't completely support TNA wrestling.
Dude, you know what running a business is? You get up at the crack of dawn. Trust me, I run a fairly large business. You're working 24 hours a day. I'm in meetings. I'm on the phone. I mean, it is fucking brutal, and you got to deal with people.
And he's so good at that.
Yeah.
You are a people person. That is for sure.
Eric, you know, wrestling is not a sport, by the way.
It's entertainment.
It's considered sports entertainment.
Yeah. Hey, do you know what a sport is now? They just named the video games as a sport. Like,
really?
Yeah, I got to play you this.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Well, wait till I play you this shit today. Guys, I got to go.
We hope you work out your differences.
Yeah, this is going way longer than I thought.
Wait, one quick suggestion that's serious for Eric. Since you're so into this wrestling stuff and you want to, why don't you just like start your own little, not to make a joke, but start your little company where you have, you have wrestlers. Like make your own little.
It's not a bad idea. Why don't you start small and not a pun, but like really, why don't you just start with 1 or 2 wrestlers? Managing
have your own
instead of buying a whole $100 million, investment. In fact, if you're going to buy something, why don't you buy Sirius XM? You probably could put it together. You know, it's so funny. Like,
yeah, first thing I do is I ban Jeff from calling.
See, now that's not good for the company.
Not good business.
See, Eric, you don't think the big picture.
Jeff's right. He doesn't think the big picture. You know, you don't start banning people. You need to bring customers.
You're very emotional about this. That you can't run a business on emotion.
Cornered with logic.
The pay-per-view I went to had 3 guys get injuries in 3 separate matches.
Who gives a fuck?
Hey, Eric, let me ask you this.
They get injured as easily as any football player, basketball player, baseball player.
Hey, Eric, when you buy a company, the first thing you got to do is really figure out what it is the company needs. So let's imagine you owned, I'll indulge you here. Let's imagine tomorrow the audience buys you TNA Wrestling. What is your first actions that you would take? What are your first actions?
Well, the company needs to have a little bit stronger female division, so I will hire a few more females.
Oh, God.
All right. So, in other words, your first act as CEO would be to get a whole bunch of hot chicks in there and see about how good they'd be at wrestling, right?
Right.
And you know what the second act would be?
The series of lawsuits after after he tries to finger all of them with his foot.
Listen, that's not a bad idea, though. I mean, because then you'd have some attention.
You want to be a wrestler? You better blow Mr. Happy.
TNA stands for tits and ass.
Right.
Show me your tits.
Why, you have a very lovely cunt.
Why does your cunt look like a penis?
By the way,
I just want to know why is it called TNA and there's no chicks in it in the first place?
There's chicks, but not enough.
There are. But they've got, I think, only 7 at the moment.
I got to tell you, Eric might be onto something.
He knows their roster.
I smell the value of the company going up. You know? All right, so I got to go. It's enough.
They're weak in the female department.
Hanging around with all of them. One of them said I was cute.
Oh, God, now he wants to buy the company.
Oh my God. Eric, you're amazing.
I'll be your boss.
Here, wait.
Guy?
No.
What guy was it?
One of the wrestlers thinks they're cute.
Eric came right up to his crotch. He rolled up.
All right, guys, I got to go, Eric. Hey, Jeff.
All right.
All right, Ralph, thank you.
Thank you. Bye for now.
What about you did she find cute, Eric?
I don't know exactly, but...
He's going to buy the company to find out.
Right.
She was even standing next to her boyfriend when she said it.
What's, oh, she had a boyfriend.
Right. He doesn't even realize that's not a good thing.
Right. All right. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Eric.
Bye.
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 And Eric, fuck you.
Shut the fuck up.
Fuck off. Bye, Robin.
Bye-bye.
All right. You guys have fun smoking weed and looking at TNA.
Just the leaves, Howard. Just the leaves.
Yeah. By the way, Jeff is the one who smokes. Eric, the actor, is asked to make an announcement about his Twitter fans. Yeah, I know, but he's very angry with his Twitter fans.
Oh, jeez.
I do follow Eric's Twitter account, and things are out of control.
What's happening over there?
Well, I'm going to read you some of his tweets. Eric, if you don't mind, I'd like to read some of your tweets.
Sure, go ahead.
All right. Shut the fuck up. By the way, these are all in caps. Shut the fuck up, you dumb fuck. I have never fucking been to Bora Bora, and I have never been ziplining. Go to hell.
Oh.
So now what I think is happening is the fans say, make jokes about Eric, and they go, I think I saw you in Bora Bora ziplining. Which the idea of Eric ziplining is funny. But what's great about Eric, not only does he yell at people, but he repeats what they say.
Right.
I do not want to make love to Charlie Sheen, jackass. I only want to text him or have lunch. I can relate to all the media slander.
Oh, my.
Speaking of Charlie Sheen, I got to play you some clips.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I think for that one, you're not reading my tweet. Is there ERLIC, the actor?
What?
What? I don't know.
How is the name Eric spelled? Is it an L or an I?
No, I don't have the Eric part. I just have the part where you address the guy.
Howard, our guy says he definitely double-checked it. It's definitely Eric's tweet.
Yeah, you wrote to a guy named Chemo217.
I don't remember.
He must have accused you of wanting to. He must have accused you of wanting to fuck Charlie Sheen in the ass, and then you wrote back. I mean, your problem on Twitter is you got to understand something. Twitter is mostly people getting a hold of you and being negative. I mean, I get that too on my account, but you get so worked up.
You're answering everyone.
Yeah. Do you want to have lunch with Charlie Sheen?
I guess that would be cool, but I don't remember tweeting that.
Oh, here, I'll read you another one you wrote. This was, you miserable ass. I don't have to look out for gravy because I do not look like a Thanksgiving turkey, so shut the fuck up. I'm reporting you to Twitter. So some guy wrote Eric and said that he looks like a Thanksgiving turkey.
Yes.
And then he writes back to him.
Howard, I'm serious. You're reading one of the fake accounts.
No, this is your account.
No, I did not tweet those last 2 tweets.
All right, did you tweet this?
Several identical accounts to mine.
It says, shut the fuck up. I have never been to Orleans and I never been in a damn parade. Go to hell. Why is Eric saying he didn't write these?
Because what we did is it's definitely his account. We scoured the account. Some of these are a little bit older. The newer ones aren't on the bottom.
He doesn't remember them.
He doesn't remember them.
Here's a new one. Dumb fuck. I have never once cheated on my fucking taxes. Go fuck yourself and go to hell, fuckhead.
Now that I tweeted.
Let's see what else. Here's another one you tweeted. Okay. You are so completely fucking pathetic and totally stupid as hell, you clueless fuck. The Bunny Ranch babes cannot do one sex act without condoms, so no cum goes in their mouths or cunts, you dumb fuck.
That I tweeted.
Eric, the weird thing is they sound so different than the other ones.
Fuck off, you dumb fuck. I am not fucking gay, I am not a prostitute, and I am not getting fucking married. Now, these are yours. They're all yours. It's just you don't remember half of them because you tweet so much. But anyway, what do you want to say to your Twitter fans?
Well,
And by the way, also, please include information. What happened to the person who accused you of looking like a turkey that you reported? Because I'm sure Twitter doesn't care.
He reports these people?
He does.
Oh, my goodness.
Who he reports them to, I don't know. I have noticed on Twitter, it doesn't seem that anyone's in control. You know what I mean? I mean, there were people I want to complain about, and there's no one to complain to. And I've got some cachet. Did anything come of you complaining about the guy who said you look like a turkey?
I don't know if there was or not.
How do you report them?
Well, it's a stupid thing. Twitter, the only thing you can do is report them for spam. They do not have, like, Facebook where you can report the person for harassment or cyberbullying.
Why don't you report them then for spam?
That's what I do.
Oh.
That's the only option that you can do.
Well, maybe you shouldn't even write back to them. Maybe you should ignore them.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's the problem. And that's the problem I ran into last night. I had a normal conversation with a person. No cap locks, no cussing at him or anything. And he doesn't want to talk to me anymore because he was getting harassed by the dumb fucks that harassed me. So these
How do you like that? If you're friendly with Eric,
they get on your case too.
Yeah, that's great. Holy mackerel! Look what's going on with that Twitter. Eric, what are you going to do? What is your message to the fans?
Well, the only option I have now is I talk to people that I know in direct message. So the only thing I'm going to do from now on is just direct message. There's not going to be, from this day forward, there's not going to be one single new tweet.
Are you afraid, though, that your account will lose followers if you only direct message? In other words, people who follow you do like to get your pronouncements. They like to get information. And now there'll be none of that. And then you'll dry up and go away on Twitter. How do you respond to that?
Well, that may happen, but that's the way it's got to be.
Well, interesting announcement, Rob. Not as big as our announcement, but yet Eric announcing that he will no longer tweet to the masses, that he will only direct message with people. Wow.
So from now on, anyone that says that they like me being a part of the show, I'm saying thank you in advance. Anyone saying have a nice weekend or a nice day, thank you in advance.
Did you even follow that?
No, I don't know. That's all
I'm saying thank you here on the air to all future tweets instead of tweeting a response to it.
I see.
So, I have a million questions about this whole thing, but this sounds a lot like Ringo's peace and love speech.
I was thinking that myself, that this is his goodbye.
What is he saying exactly, Robin? I'll be honest, I'm kind of confused. Like, is he saying thank you and what is he saying, Robin?
He's saying thank you because he won't be tweeting thank you.
I see. So, in other words, anyone who says something nice, he won't be tweeting thank you. Uh-huh. So, with direct message, though, that means he's going to have to follow those people.
Right.
What if they trick him, though? What if they're nice to him, then he direct messages?
Well, of course that's going to happen.
Yeah. The way direct message works is that person, and I have to be following them in order for them to direct message.
Right.
Right. So you'll have full control.
So if I'm not already following that person, they can't direct message me and say something negative.
Right. You're so threatened by these negative comments. It's so sad. I mean, it's a shame because now the rest of us have to suffer and we can't read your...
Yeah, I won't get a thank you for writing have a good day.
Right, yeah. It's kind of rude. I don't think I'm writing have a good day.
Robin, follow me and you can direct message that to me.
Okay.
All right, Eric. Well, based on this conversation, I'm going to have to direct message with you because I can't get enough. I can't tell you how interesting this is.
Well, brother, here's a piece of advice for other celebrities that have this problem.
Yes. What are you telling the other celebrities?
Yeah, this is a message now for celebrities only. Go ahead.
In a few weeks, Twitter is going to be going public. Purchase as much of the stock as you possibly can to get a controlling interest, and then they have to listen to any and all suggestion.
See, if the celebrities can control Twitter, then we can force, only nice comments and get people thrown off, like on Facebook.
We should have our own block. Like all celebrities get together and we'll have a controlling interest of the stock that we can have a say in what goes on.
Well, no offense. I already own enough turkey stock. I ain't going with that fucking Twitter. I don't think that's going to do much of anything.
Just to tell them what to do.
I'm not doing it so Eric can be happy. Hey, by the way, Eric, just so you know this, remember how Eric was on here a couple of weeks ago saying he was going to buy TNA Wrestling?
Yes.
That he wanted the fans to send him a bunch of money.
How's that going?
Well, I'll tell you what.
That was last week.
That was last week. I just read, the heavy rumor is that Billy Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins is about to buy TNA Wrestling.
Really?
Yeah, he's a big wrestling guy.
That's not a good fit.
Well, maybe you ought to talk to Billy. Maybe he'll let you run things.
Yeah, maybe he'll hire you as general manager. Why is that not a good fit? He's an entertainer. They're entertainers. Why not?
He's a fan.
Because there's something that I remember about him, unless he's changed his ways since the 90s. In the 90s, he was a big devil pagan worshiper. And Dixie and her family are heavily Christian.
Oh.
So you're saying that
it's a religious thing.
Don't you think that Billy Corgan, maybe that's his wrestling character? I don't think. I don't know. I don't want to get into this. It's not a good fit. All right, Eric, thank you so much. Eric, let me just recap. Eric now announcing he's only going to direct message on his Twitter account. This is a blow to Twitter. All celebrities should try to buy as much stock as possible in Twitter so they can control the rules. And there you have it, an exclusive from Eric the Actor.
It's pretty pathetic that this social network site has dozens of anti-bullying accounts tied to it, but yet they don't do anything to help these anti-bullying accounts get rid of these people harassing others.
All right. Thank you, Eric.
Enough said.
Enough said. We're going to stop you there because I don't think you could top that statement. I think people will be deciphering that for years and years to come. Thank you, Eric. All right, there's Eric the Actor with a big announcement.
Yes.
All right, and by the way, he's saying peace and love and thank you to all the people on Twitter who write nice comments. He will not be responding. He will not, I repeat, respond to your nice tweets. He's just too busy, and he has way too much to do. All right, thank you. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. I will not be signing autographs after this week. Peace and love.
This is a serious message to everybody watching my update right now. Peace and love. Peace and love. I want to tell you, please, after the 20th of October, do not send fan mail to any address that you have. Nothing will be signed after the 20th of October. If that has a date on the envelope, it's going to be tossed.
Ooh.
I'm warning you with peace and love, but I have too much to do.
Too much.
So no more fan mail. Thank you, and no objects to be signed. Nothing. Anyway, peace and love, peace and love.
Could he prevent us from sending him fan mail?
He can throw it out, which he said he would.
This is a serious message. Peace and love. Peace and love.
I'm warning you with peace and love.
Sometimes when he's making those announcements, that's all I can hear.
I know.
It's like
you get so distracted by the pauses, you lose all connection.
It's fill in the blanks.
You know what was cool today? Like I just kind of let him make his announcement, his statement. And it was mind numbing.
I tell you,
I don't know one thing he said.
Until you start commenting what he says, you actually help him, like, get the message out.
Right, yeah. It's impossible.
He does it on his own, forget it.
Right. You got to kind of listen and then try and see what you can decide.
It's like interpret.
Did you know Billy Corgan was into devil worship?
No.
I was looking online. I saw nothing to substantiate that.
Right.
Maybe one time he wore a 666 T-shirt. That's the only thing
I saw him once on the TNA wrestling wearing a big giant hood, like one of those devil priest hoods or something. And I guess
they all do that.
Yeah, well, I'm saying Eric probably buys
Eric
into that.
bought right in.
Yeah, he bought into his character.
That's why he can't play gay.
Yeah.
He gets fooled.
He does. He sees a guy in a giant devil hood and he assumes.
I have to be gay.
Right. Well, anyway. I think one time I saw Billy Corgan. I was looking out my window in the city. I saw him fly by on a broom. So he might be onto something.
Maybe.
Yeah, Billy flew by on a broom. And I was like, wow, hey, Billy Corgan's a witch. What is that song anyway from Wizard of Oz? Like what are they singing?
Oh, wee, oh, oh.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come back.
Hi, Eric.
Shut the hell up and let me speak.
No, go fuck yourself. Bye.
Yes, Gonzo.
Hey, Howard.
Hey, brother.
Hey, man, I was looking at Eric the actor's Twitter, and he's following some pretty sketchy characters. He's following, he's always like talking about how he's homophobic. Well, he doesn't want to play a gay part, but he's following a famous female porn star named Kimber James.
Eric the actor is following a she-male on Twitter?
Yeah.
Named Timber James.
I was reading some of Eric's tweets. You know, we compile them here. Yeah, I'll get to give you some of these. Wait. These are the best. Look, dumb fuck. I am, and by the way, all caps. Look, dumb fuck. I am neither a Jewish person nor am I a fucking stalker. I have never taken a shit on any lawn at all. Yeah. My life does not suck, you dumb fuck. I am not fat, and I am not drinking myself to death with Pepsi, dipshit. How good are these? How does everyone not follow this kid?
Well, didn't he say he was going to stop this and just talk to the people he follows? Direct messaging?
Yeah, how's that going, Eric? Are you just direct messaging now?
Yeah.
So,
Are you direct messaging with Timber James?
Look, I had no idea that was a she-male or whatever that dipshit said.
You're lying. Eric.
why are you following a she-male?
I just uttered the words I did not know.
How do you not know?
You have a hearing problem?
No, I don't have an earring problem.
I had no idea.
Gonzo, does it say in her profile that she's a she-male?
Yeah, she's obviously a she-male. She's like she looks like a dude with big boobs, and she's like a really famous she-male porn star. So Eric must have known.
No, I didn't, you dumb fuck. Shut the
Sorry,
fuck
Eric.
up.
I mean, she's obviously a dude, and she just cut off her penis though, so it might make Eric a little bit more straight because she doesn't have a penis anymore. But she's still a dude.
Eric, are you going to keep following this she-male, or are you going to unfollow?
Well, now that I know that, no, I will not keep following.
Why can't you follow the she-male?
Yeah, Eric, you're kind of anti-gay a little bit.
No, I'm not, you prick.
Yeah, but you kind of
I
are.
was.
I mean, why, you won't follow someone just because they're a she-male?
Yeah, I follow her. She's a person.
I thought if I was anti-gay dipshit, I would not be following Neil Patrick Harris, George Takei, or a lot of other gay actors that
So why won't you follow a she-male? You draw the line at that?
Yes.
Why?
Why did you start following her, Eric? Why would you just start following randomly?
Did not know.
How can you not know? It says right on her profile.
Through your damn head, you idiot.
On her profile, it says female porn star, like right next to her name.
Yeah.
Like
Well, then
XXX.
obviously, I did not pay attention to what the profile said.
I'm not buying it, Howard. I don't believe it.
All right, Gonzo. Gonzo, thank you for bringing this up. This is a real eye-opener about Eric, the actor.
Yeah, he also follows McDonald's and Cinnabon.
Who does he follow?
I wrote down a list of stuff he follows: Cinnabon, McDonald's, Baskin-Robbins ice creams.
You follow Baskin-Robbins ice cream?
Olive Garden.
Olive Garden?
Why do you follow those things?
Why does it matter?
I'm just curious.
And this is coming
and then a lot of boob. Like you follow the boob lovers, bra busting babes, Titanic kitties, and Michael Bolton as well. That's another.
Give me a word and edge.
I'm sorry, Eric. I'm sorry, Eric. I love you, buddy.
This is coming from my.
You follow Olive Garden, and you're probably the only guy who. I mean, why would you follow Olive Garden?
Can I have a moment?
Yeah, we're trying to answer the question. Why do you follow Olive Garden?
Why does it matter?
I'm asking why. There must be a reason.
You got to have that Olive Garden news.
Oh, I'm about to fuck and hang up on you dipshit for not letting me speak.
We keep asking. You don't answer. This pause is your space, and then you don't answer.
I'm trying to say something else, and I've been trying to say it for at least 2 minutes.
Just answer my question. Why are you following Olive Garden?
I don't care.
What?
Like you do care. You followed Olive Garden.
There's two reasons we're talking about the fact that he's following Olive Garden.
Go ahead.
The first one is because they have millions and millions of followers. Maybe some of them will follow him. And the second reason is for the free coupons. You know, the coupons. Is
that what it is?
I think.
But they give you a free coupon.
I think they tweet. I think sometimes they'll tweet like the deal of the day or a coupon.
Yeah. Is Gary right? They get a free coupon?
I've never really paid attention.
So then why do you follow Olive Garden?
I follow a lot of restaurant ones.
Yeah, why? Cinnabon.
I'm just asking why. Oh, Cinnabon's a porn star.
Is it?
Yeah. No, it's not
Cinnabon.
That's the cinnamon place.
It's the cinnamon place.
Cinnamon place?
Cinnabon.
Yeah, it's like where you buy cinnamon rolls.
You follow a place that sells cinnamon buns in a mall?
Yes.
Okay. Why?
How under a rock do you live not to know what the hell Cinnabon is?
I live under a rock. I don't go out. I'm sequestered.
But as I've been
why do you follow a cinnamon place that hands out cinnamon buns in a mall, that sells cinnamon buns in a mall?
Probably the same fucking reason anyone else follows the company.
Okay, why?
Just to follow them.
You don't know, do you?
Do you know why you follow cinnamon buns?
He doesn't know.
You don't know why you follow something.
Right, like in other words, I can think of
like I follow a photographer or like I'm into Photoshop. I like that, or I'm into I don't know, whatever my interests are, like the news, CNN. Why do you follow a cinnamon bun place?
Why is this dipshit wasting his time reporting what the hell I'm following?
He can't answer a question.
I know, it's weird.
Like in other words, like Eric, do you follow Jack Nicholson or Robert De Niro?
I got to make a point here. Olive Garden, we just looked it up. They don't even have millions of followers. They have under 100,000 followers. Okay, why is Eric following Olive Garden?
Eric,
what information are you getting?
What are you waiting for?
What types of things? Yeah, what types of things are you learning about Olive Garden?
Nothing. It's a fucking free country. I can
Yes, but why do you? I'm asking you why you follow them.
I get the point Howard's making is you could be following Jack Nicklaus, you could be following anybody. Why did you choose Olive Garden
and cinnamon buns? Start with Olive Garden.
They popped up as a possible interest when I chose other things.
Yeah.
So I decided to choose them.
All right, and why do you continue to follow them? What are you learning?
Nothing really.
I see. Why the cinnamon bun place?
Same reason.
Which is?
Nothing really.
So why don't you follow Dunkin' Donuts?
Right.
Well, because probably because there's none in California.
Hmm? Why do you follow IHOP?
Because they are a good restaurant that I like to go to.
Okay,
but
so what do they tweet?
Following them on Twitter.
Yeah, like what do they? I'm just trying. Eric, I'm not goofing on you. I'm trying to understand why are you following IHOP.
You have a hearing issue. I just said that they are a good restaurant.
Yeah, but I mean, like, so what do they tweet? What are some of their sample tweets? Like, what do they say? Like, hey, we're having a special?
Really, to be technical, I hardly ever look at the list of tweets that I follow.
Then why follow them?
I don't know, just because I want it.
Man, it's like
makes
pulling
no
teeth.
sense.
He's a tough guy to interview, isn't he? Little guy's a tough guy to interview. He also follows Kit Kat, the candy bar.
Oh, my goodness. Well, what is Kit Kat saying?
I don't know. You can eat it any time.
The damn thing that I've been trying to say for the last 5 minutes.
Well, because whatever agenda you have is probably boring. This is way more interesting.
Yeah.
I want to know about
What do you want to know, Gonzo?
Yeah, I want to know why Eric's following all these females.
He follows more than one?
I think, yeah, he follows a few, I'm pretty sure. Well, that's the first one that I uncovered, but I'm sure there's way more. There's like tons of...
So why is it okay for him to follow, like why in his head is it okay to follow gay dudes?
But not a she-male.
But not a she-male. In fact, I would think a she-male before a gay dude if you're going to be homophobic, because a she-male at least looks like a woman.
It's on the way.
Right.
I think Eric's kind of like into that, though. Because she's a attractive-looking female. Like, you might trick someone, but, I mean, I don't know. I think Eric is kind of...
I am not at all into that stupid shit, you idiot. It's named after a fucking muppet.
So you're telling me, Eric, you're going to stop following the she-male?
Yes.
Wow.
I don't
Are you going to stop following all the other females, Eric? I think you follow one.
I have no idea, you idiot, named after a muppet, if I'm following more than one.
That's not my real name, Eric. Don't be mean.
Here, listen to this. Eric follows Pillsbury. Listen to this. Oreos, Cold Stone Creamery, and Steak and Shake.
Wow.
Yeah. A lot of...
Yeah.
Did you hear on the wrap-up show, like, Artie confessed yesterday, he admitted that he had purchased $500 urine.
Yeah.
And I overpaid for it.
But everyone's saying that's a completely made-up story.
I think so. I think they're right.
And they went back and checked the tape to see that day if Artie really did have urine in his pocket, if there was any detectable bulge. Or,
there was a bulge.
Yeah. Everyone's not... I guess your credibility is
I
down
saw
way
Gary wants me to be completely honest about everything from now on. Okay. Tell Gary's going to get brutal honesty from me.
Really? Okay.
What does that mean?
No, Gary, I heard Gary say, I mean, I'm really pissed off at Gary. He says a blanket statement. He believes that cunt reporter when she goes, oh, Artie said he'd just lie to you if I didn't jog with him. You think I give a fuck if your monkey ass knows if I jogged with the fucking reporter? No. Gary makes blanket statements like, he lies about everything. He thinks he's so funny on that wrap-up show. You're not funny. You're not funny.
Congratulations, you're very funny.
Yeah, I know I am. That's why I'm here. God knows why you're here, you fucking asswipe.
Wow.
Don't say Don't you say I lie about everything to the fucking world, to the 4 people that listen to that fucking show. All right, Gary, I'm going to be brutal honest. You lie. Everybody lies, because if everyone didn't lie, there'd be no friends in this world.
Everybody doesn't lie almost every time they speak.
Okay, right. Okay, well, it's brutal honesty with Gary.
You think I'm the only one here that thinks this, Artie?
No, Gary. You say it out loud like you're some know-it-all, on that fucking show.
Before you jump on me, first of all, just so you know, and I know you can give me your brutal honesty when I'm done, when I do that show, people come to me all day long to tell me things. So, in a way, the same way
tell me who they are. Be honest with me.
Every single person here, every person on the TV crew, every person in the office.
Oh, well, name names. Who's concerned about me lying?
If somebody wanted to be named, I guess they'd step up. But you know how that works around here, Artie. You know how that works.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not, no more lying for me with Gary.
I'm not making stuff up about you to get on your case. This is what people come to me.
You think that wasn't a joke, me telling that cunt reporter that I'll just lie about jogging? Are you retarded? That's the fucking example you use yesterday. He lies about everything. Play the clip. He's such a dork. He's like, he lies about everything. He told the reporter he wouldn't jog with us. I mean, she's a fucking dumb idiot, and so are you. And don't fucking make comments about my character based on me telling the reporter I'm not jogging.
Wow.
You always get the truth out of me. Always, eventually.
Eventually. Glad you threw that in.
Well, it is
just
possible.
Don't let a fucking... Okay, so from now on, it's the truth. If I'm asked a question about Gary, it's the truth.
Always the truth about Gary.
Only the truth about Gary.
Gary, you better tell that phone screener not to let any calls through if I really cared if you came to Afghanistan. Or on the private jet to the crafts. Gary got a lot of laughs in Afghanistan. Good to have him.
See, I thought that was
so the book's a lie then, right?
Of course it is.
The whole part of the book where you said you...
all the good parts.
So you really... I had heard you were annoyed that Gary went to Afghanistan.
I'm not going to say anything.
Wait a minute, you said you'd tell the truth.
You tell the truth.
Well, I mean, either that or I'll say nothing,
I see.
I don't want to start arguing with Gary.
And the stool,
thinks I'm a liar.
The stools are bothering you too, right?
In
his theater.
I don't care about the stool.
You don't. That's the truth?
I don't care.
And the truth is that you really didn't want Gary going to Afghanistan with you.
I'm not saying anything.
You really were pissed though about the private
No.
jet.
I loved having you there. I love that. Those old jokes Levy gave you were great.
Be honest. Come on, Artie, be Mr. Fucking Honesty.
I know.
Well,
you started it. Play the clip yesterday, Gary. You take it a little. Yeah, I'm sick of being a punching bag with you people with this liar bullshit. God, play the clip yesterday. I'm sick of taking that shit. You're not funny. You're not funny. Will isn't funny. John's not funny. That show is horrible.
And you're funny when you lie, which is almost every fucking
I'm funny
day.
all the time, which is why I should be making more than you.
I don't know that you're not, but who knows if you should.
I know. I saw it.
Let's not base it on when everybody shows up at this place, because then you shouldn't be making anything.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
How many sick days is a person allowed in this corporation? I'm sure I have plenty
You're
left.
allowed as many as humanly possible.
All right.
If you're in fact sick, Mr. Honesty.
Right. Well, I told you I've never been sick.
He was honest about that. I believe he was truthful. Well, I don't like to see you boys fight viciously like that.
Well, play the clip. You'll see why I should be annoyed.
What
is this clip, by the way?
Gary gets on that fucking high horse in that wrap-up show and just he's the king over there. And he's like, everybody's like sitting around the fire waiting for Gary to tell war stories, and they're always horrible. and then they fucking, they start talking about me, and Will is sitting there going, like, why is Will on the air? What credibility does he have?
Will is a producer.
What credibility do you have?
I'm a performer. I'm inside.
Scheme in this place. Aside from being a comedian,
you hired me, dickwad.
I didn't. Howard did.
Okay, well, fine. What does that tell you?
You're a funny guy, but what credibility do you have to be on the
I don't
show?
need any other credibility except that I'm funny. You were an intern.
I wasn't an intern, Artie.
I don't know. I remember Boy Gary when I started listening.
I got paid to fucking be here, douchebag.
All right.
Well, it's gotten very ugly.
Wow.
We all knew this day was coming. Artie will eventually turn on everyone here.
Right.
Including you, Howard.
No.
Well, I'm telling you, Artie will fucking wheel around, and he'll give you this rap one day as well.
Well,
yeah.
Do you deny that?
Maybe I'll deserve
Do you
it.
deny that?
Well, I can't wait. I'm preparing it every day. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you don't know.
Maybe, hey, but listen, if Artie thinks I've wronged him, he has carte blanche to certainly let me know. Same with anyone on this show, as you have many times. That's what makes it interesting. But obviously, you guys have a beef.
We'll sit there going, we don't know what Artie's lying about now.
The funny thing Artie again is this.
And then Gary goes, well, he lies about everything. He lies about everything.
This is the way everyone here feels about you.
He lies about everything.
And if anybody had any balls, they'd all come in and tell you.
Let's line them up. Line them up. Come on, Eagle fan.
Although I got to admit, Gary got me thinking maybe the urine story isn't true.
I know. If they keep talking without anybody there to rebut them, they'll make you believe. I mean, the only person there to rebut them is, Will.
Is that ridiculous? Is it ridiculous to think that that's a funny line? It might be a funny joke for you to tell that you brought in urine and that it's fake. I mean, is it that ridiculous that you fucking lie about stuff?
Why would I lie about that? Why
do you take it so personal that people think you lie? At this point, why would people not think that you tell the truth?
Just calling me I'm a liar? I shouldn't take that personal.
You fucking lie about everything, Artie.
I do not.
Oh my God, dude.
Well, give me some examples.
About everything.
Give me some examples. How about every time he says I wasn't on heroin, I didn't take it. Every time it's bullshit.
That's self-preservation type lying. That's like anyone would lie about that. Have you ever lied to a boss?
Of course
before?
I've lied before.
Okay, so what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm saying it's a funny line. It's a funny line to say I brought urine in. I paid a.
That's a funny line.
Yeah, I think it's funny.
It is a good story.
It is. It's interesting.
Well, I decided to tell it.
So fucking insulted
that's why I crowbarred it into the news at 10:45.
I don't know. It's still funny, and I don't think it's that ridiculous that people think you might make it up. Because Christ, your fucking track record isn't that great.
Right, my track record isn't that great.
And call me a douchebag intern or whatever. I'm not funny. I don't give a fuck.
I didn't call you an intern.
I don't give a shit.
I called you not funny.
It doesn't matter to me what you think of me, to be honest with you.
Well, it doesn't matter to me what you think of me, you
dickwipe. You're a miserable fuck. So
okay,
I think you're a good guy, and I love you, Artie, and I do love you. Well, what is that? Why is that so ridiculous?
I'm a miserable fuck,
dude. You're the one back there.
You're the miserable fuck.
Call me a fag, whatever. Hopefully you punch me.
I didn't call you a fag. When did I call you a fag?
You called me all kinds of names back there, so I'm going to come in and defend
myself. I never said
fat.
That's in your own head.
And I wasn't. Right. Wait, hold on. I'm not that worked up. I'm just saying it wasn't malicious when I said that. Okay. I thought you were lying yesterday. I thought it might be.
It wasn't
funny.
Malicious when you called me a liar.
Dude, about that, why am I on living?
Why would I fucking make up that I bought this?
What Will is saying is.
What is Will saying?
I'm getting it now. Now I understand what Will is saying.
Okay, thanks.
Will is saying, listen, even in your book, you write about all the times that you lied when it concerned drugs. This is another drug story.
Okay.
So the fact of the matter is the guys
what
are saying,
benefit would I get out of this? A couple of laughs?
Listen, what benefit would you get out of asking me to give you a drug test?
What benefit do I get out of
No one knows. With
what benefit do I get out of saying I bought piss?
I don't know.
I mean,
it's funny.
Right, you don't know.
It's a great story, so maybe it's just a great story that's part of the Artie persona.
Well, another winner.
Yeah.
Another radio award for a great
honestly,
story.
I won't bring your name.
I bet I could beat Maria Melito for funniest minute with that one.
I thought it was great.
I think you could.
Matter of fact, I'm putting the made-up buying piss story against anything Maria Melito does this year.
All right. Well, thank you, Artie and Gary, having words with Will and.
Just so we know, seriously, Artie, I know you could care less. You are literally dead to me in terms of the wrap-up show, and in general too.
What are you going to talk about then?
We'll talk to each other, and I'll deal with you here as best as I have to.
What are you going to talk about? Booking people?
We don't have to mention you because you know what? I, like most of the audience, is bored with it.
Okay. Right. Fine.
Don't fucking talk to me. Send your fucking minion Teddy or whatever the fuck. If you need something, don't fucking deal with me. Don't talk to me.
Okay.
Don't fucking call me again.
You got it. Who should I call when I lie about being sick?
Well, Gary.
I'm only 6 months ahead of the real thing.
Gary, let me ask you, why are you so worked up?
Because you know what? This is the real Artie. This is who Artie really is.
Well, you want me to tell the truth.
But Artie's upset
I love that he picks this to be mad about.
Well, wait a second. Artie's allowed to be mad that you said he lied.
I'm allowed to be mad back.
All right.
He fucking took shots at me, so I'm allowed to be mad back. Listen.
Okay, so why are you? You're not dead to me, guy.
Whatever relationship Artie and I had evaporated a long time ago anyway.
Why is that? Why is that?
We've been nice to each other.
Why is that, guy?
Because I just don't trust you anymore.
Okay. I don't understand how I ruined Gary's trust.
We
I
don't
really
have
don't.
any relationship, really.
Well, what do you want us to do, Gary? You want to go get a beer? We have very different
We don't
lives.
have anything in common.
We have different lives, Gary. I mean, of course. How are we going to hang out besides the show?
And you clearly don't really like me anymore. So
No, I didn't like what you said yesterday, and I got very pissed off about it.
I thought for a long time you don't like me.
Artie is saying he doesn't
No,
like what
I
you
hated
said.
what you said yesterday. I don't not dislike you. Well, how is that my problem?
It's not.
Why? Why do you think that?
Artie, it's not your problem. I didn't say it's your problem. I got it under control. I know how to handle it.
Okay.
And listen, when it comes to work, we'll work. I would never do anything to jeopardize anything that goes on the show. But for you and I not to talk to each other is not going to change our relationship all that much.
All right. Well, who do I call when I lie about being sick?
Call me. I'll accept your lies.
Okay, Gary.
Because that's work-related.
And it'll hurt you again. It'll betray you again. Gary crying on his way to work.
Well,
Artie's lying again.
I think everybody spent too much time thinking about you.
Okay, good. Well, let's stop then. That would be fantastic. That's all I want.
It is so done, buddy.
Great. I can't wait to hear more about how you booked Richard Lewis in 1982 on the wrap-up show. This is some beauty.
You don't like the wrap-up show. I enjoy it very much.
Apparently he's listening.
I do. I love it.
Artie's so talented and so funny that
I didn't say that.
He's above the wrap-up show. That's too low for him. He's too
I go in all the time.
Not really, not anymore. You haven't really been in months.
That's not my contract. I go right to do heroin as soon as I leave here now. I have a heroin appointment at 11:15. I can't do the wrap-up show.
Is that the truth or a lie?
That's a joke. You couldn't tell the fucking difference.
I know, because I'm beneath you.
No, because you're horribly unfunny. But I think you're a nice guy.
And beneath you.
No, you're boring and unfunny. You're not beneath me.
Was she boring and unfunny in Afghanistan?
Oh, my God. I'm glad Nick DiPaolo and David Tell had a few less minutes on stage.
Wow. Oh, you just heard.
Artie, let's that joke. Let's just be a little bit honest. Nobody's time was cut into because I was there. You could have gone for fucking days if you wanted to.
Yeah, I got news for you. I'm mad at you now, and you're hurt by that. But listen, I'm trying to piss you off right now because I'm mad at you. All right,
but you're doing it.
Okay, well that's my goal. That's my goal because I felt hurt by what I felt very hurt by what you're throwing all these casual statements out that if people are not listening all the time, they're just going to hear Artie lies about everything. Artie's a liar. That's not true. That is not a true statement, and it aggravated me. And that could hurt me in a lot of ways, personally, professionally. And you just throw it out casually, and it pissed me off. So I came in here, and I'm defending myself by yelling at you.
Why would you bother talking to me? Why don't you just?
Because you're the one who fucking said it. What do you want me to do?
But you could have come in and talked to me.
Well, it's more fun to fuck with you on the air. What did you say yesterday about when I spilled 2 inches of high C?
I see.
That was really. I'll be brutally honest with you. That was you being like, "Fuck you, clean it up."
Yeah,
and that's what I put up
that's
in there.
exactly what it was.
Going to get cleaned up.
That's exactly what it was. I forgot about it. I didn't know about it
because some fucking underling was standing there that'll take care of it. That's what you think of.
You're not an underling to me. You make more than me.
I'm the only one standing there. Who else was going to do it?
I don't know. You got to get to the wrap-up show. Start the story. You got to get to the wrap-up show by 11 to call me a liar by 11:02.
I took my tissues and threw them on the floor and told Artie I told Gary to pick them up.
Yeah, I know, and that's what he bullshits. He sits in here yelling at you in the air.
I was
all
kidding
the time.
him. Though. I picked up my own thing. Right, Gary?
Yes, you did, Howard.
What about when you made him go get your cum rag at your house?
That was necessary.
Here's the thing, Artie. Here's another one of your lies. He didn't make me. I volunteered to do it.
I'm sorry, that was a lie.
Any man would want to touch my cum
rag.
rag.
He trusted me, and I said I would go. Right. He didn't make me do it.
No, any man who you'd ask to do that for is making you do it.
He didn't ask him.
I didn't ask him.
Yeah, I know. Gary went to go, I mean, is there anyone else in the world you'd ask to do that for?
But he didn't ask me.
I know. You were just being a good producer.
He said, I got to get rid of that thing. And I said, I'll go take care of it for you.
When you had lunch with Rob Burnett, did you ask him if he ever got Dave's jizz rags?
I know I haven't had lunch with Rob yet.
I thought you had lunch with Rob. Hey, do you know about this? Gary, in an effort to
He's preparing for the future.
Oh, my God. What is now happening?
Why don't you go to a bread line?
A future that will never include Artie Lang.
I'll be dead. We all know that. I won't only be dead to Gary. I'll be actually dead.
That's what Gary said. You have 6 months anyway. You might as well be dead to him now.
Right. That's nice for Gary to say that. The only difference between Gary insulting me and me insulting him is when I do it, it's funny. So people remember it. He tells me I have 6 months to live. That's fantastic, Gary. Thanks.
You practically write it in your book.
I know.
How many times in your book do you say, I can't believe I lived to be what I am now?
Well, listen, dude, I don't know. I question my mortality because of how I've lived. I agree with you.
I'm going to tell you something. As mad as you are, Gary, I can tell, I know you guys have differences here and there now. But Gary is so upset about you because he loves you so much. Now, you're never going to get that. But
maybe I'm upset because Gary, look, a lot of people said shit in that room.
Yes.
And a lot of people make accusations. And of course, Will is right. I don't care about him.
Right.
But Gary, I do. Of course, it hurts more with Gary. Gary's a major reason I'm sitting here. He's a big part of my career. And he means a lot to me. His opinion means a lot to me. At some point, Gary, I think he got in his head that for some reason I don't like him or whatever, and he projects that on me, and it eats away at him, and I think Gary changed our relationship in his head. So every time Gary says something like that, like I'm a liar, I go, I heard that in the car yesterday, and I'm going, God, does Gary really fucking think I'm just a blanket liar about everything? That hurts. It does.
I think he thinks anything drug-related is a lie.
Well, listen.
No, he was saying everything. That's what Artie is objecting
right.
to.
I mean, I'll admit to that. There's been times where I did heroin, and I said, no, I didn't do heroin. There's been times I was pulled over speeding by a cop, and I said, really? Was I doing 80? That's what happens. That's life. You lie about shit.
You're right in Gary's case, and Artie's right in his case. He's so angry at Gary because it matters to him. You don't get angry about people that don't matter to you.
Right. That's right.
It hurt me a lot to hear him say that. I don't care. Everyone else in that room is, first of all...
Is this the makeup phase? Because I like the arguing phase better.
I know. Well,
I'm not ready to let go of that.
You love that more than anything.
Well, you brought it up. See, you brought up that Gary is hurt.
I mean, Artie lied about seeing a shrink for 6 months.
I know.
That was work-related.
How is it work-related? Were we going to fire you if you didn't go?
No, listen, there's people in my...
That was lazy-related because you didn't want us to break your balls, but we weren't going to fire you.
Well, I'll certainly admit to being lazy, but you guys... here's a bulletin, gag. You guys aren't the only people in my life that are affected by that. I didn't, my mother was comforted in thinking I might have been doing that. So, like you do to your parents sometimes, you lie.
But now you admit that your lies are wider than just drug-related.
No, the shrink is drug-related. It all ties into, if you want to call it a disease. First of all, I don't think it's a disease. I think it's just a bunch of assholes who want to get high. But if you want to call it a disease, whatever, then that's part of it. The lying and all that. I mean, Dr. Drew will tell you that.
Dr. Drew did tell us that.
Right, of course. I mean, and it compounds and stuff, but I've never lied. Have I embellished stories to make them funnier? Yeah, but that's my job. I didn't lie about buying piss.
Is Artie still dead on the wrap-up show, Gary? I think that's a major discussion that you shouldn't give up.
I'm not going there anymore.
To the wrap-up show?
No, I'm going to the wrap-up show.
Oh, shit.
But listen, I'm at the point now where Artie is mad at almost everything I say in the wrap-up show.
No, that's a lie. How am I mad at everything you say in the wrap-up?
Mad, and Artie's,
I'm not mad at you. I think it's funny.
And Artie's quite honestly bored to tears by me.
Oh,
but listen, now I don't know what I can and can't say about
I like when you discuss Artie. I think you should continue to do
I like when you discuss me. It fascinates me.
I don't know what I can and can't say about Artie anymore.
You can say everything.
Say whatever you want, Gary. How am I your boss? I'm not telling you what to do.
He's just telling you didn't like it.
Right.
The show's working.
You want me to not? Yeah, I'm reacting to it.
You're like the Rush Limbaugh of Artie. Like, in other words, you say stuff and it provokes. It's a provocative show. You've gotten a response. It means it's not boring.
Artie's your Democratic Party.
You know what's so crazy about Gary, too? He's in this cloud about my opinion with the Afghanistan shit. We were over there for a week.
Right.
He knows how much fun we had together. He knows it was good. He was there, and he still doubts it. You know what I mean? It's like...
I doubt it because I wasn't there.
Right. I mean, of course.
Hold on. You didn't take a shot at whether we had fun or not. You took a shot about whether you wanted me there. Whether we had fun or not,
Garrett, listen, I came in here today knowing that you're so insanely sensitive about that, and I was pissed off at what you said, so clearly knowing that you're so insanely sensitive about that, and I was pissed off at what you said, so clearly I'm trying to make you mad.
And so you know what? Here's the really fucked up thing. This is what it all comes down to. I don't know whether to believe you right now. I swear to God, I don't know.
I don't know what the truth is. Did you really like having? I think he liked having you in Afghanistan. I think
Artie sees that he upset me so much
that he feels
now
bad.
he's reeling it in, and I don't know.
Listen,
whether
man. Listen, man.
The truth of the lie is anymore.
No. I did upset you. Mission accomplished.
Did you mean it?
Garrett, listen, man.
Did you mean it, Artie?
If you can't tell whether or not if you can't tell whether or not I wanted you there by our experience there together, then that's fucked up. I mean,
maybe you didn't want him there, and it turned out better than you thought.
Right, that's the whole point. I don't doubt that we had a good time there, but I'm still not sure that you wanted me there.
Okay.
Well, did you want him there?
Yes.
I don't think that's honest.
Oh, boy.
I got to go with Gary on this one.
Come on, Artie, be the brutally honest guy.
You said you were going to be brutally honest. Be brutally honest. You did not want Gary in Afghanistan.
I'll tell you what. It's fucked up because we were just arguing and yelling, but I did want him to come.
I believe you being truthful.
I don't know. You think he's being deceptive?
Do you want to take a lie detector test on that question alone?
I'll take it.
You will.
Sure.
You will take that.
Because I just want Ed Torian in here for any reason.
Right, me too. Do you want Artie to, nothing drug related to say, just one question. Did you want Gary in Afghanistan?
Well, if I would certainly take that lie detector test, but again, that fucking detector test isn't credible. It said Ralph is gay.
Ed is one of the top guys in the country. What are you talking about?
And he lied, not just Ed.
Right.
Ed
You're just saying the
in general.
In general, the test. You don't buy it.
Yeah.
Do you want him to take the test, Gary?
No, I just want him to tell the truth. I don't need a test. Artie, tell the truth now, and then I'll accept it.
Well, Artie says this is the new truthful Artie about you, so here it comes. I'm going to ask him one last time. Okay. Artie, in light of the fact that you are the new truthful Artie, and you're going to talk the truth, because Gary told the truth. He feels you lie about everything.
Everything,
Every
right.
fucking thing in your life is a lie.
See, this is good with how
All right, so now...
If you said this was Thursday, you'd be lying.
Right. We don't even know if you know what day it is. So here's the thing, Artie.
It's the last day before we have a day off.
Did you want Gary in Afghanistan?
Yes.
You know what? He gave me this smile too before he said it.
No, I did.
You looked at Gary and you looked at Gary and you felt bad for him. You're looking at that TV screen.
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
That's not,
you feel bad for him.
He does have a Bob Cratchit look there.
I believe Artie did not want. I believe Artie is lying now and does not want.
Well, that's what you're saying.
Yeah. I think Artie had a different idea in mind when he was crafting the whole thing.
He was a mastermind. Artie's idea was to go to somehow score pure heroin in Afghanistan.
When I was crafting Operation Merce.
And he had a whole scenario of who he was going to invite and certain people he needed for various aspects of being Artie. And then Gary said, I'd like to go. And Artie, had to change his plan.
I had someone else in mind who was a friend of mine. I didn't ask Gary the same reason I didn't ask a guy like Fitzsimmons or even Levy. They have kids, and I just try, I said no to kids. But Gary was aggressive, and he brought it up. So I'll say that I did have a friend in mind to come.
Right.
But when Gary wanted to come, that took up the other seat. And look, Gary is a guy known from the show. Anybody who's a fan of the show would love to see Gary. So, well, there you go. So,
The friend wasn't going to perform, correct?
No, he wasn't.
That's important in other words, I didn't take up a performer's spot.
Right. He wasn't performing.
No.
But let's face it, your friend would have been a lot more fun than Gary.
Quite frankly, my friend might have got lost in the poppy fields.
I don't know what Artie's friend was going to do there. Artie was sleeping most of the trip.
Yeah, well, that's not a lie. So
how about the Crafts?
In the beginning,
how about when the owner of the New England Patriots?
Right.
I want the truth now.
Okay, I'll give you the truth on all this stuff.
When the Crafts,
yeah,
that's the Kraft family. They hired you to do the birthday, and then all of a sudden, Gary somehow glommed on.
Well, I'll be dead honest with you here. I was actually thrilled he came because it was someone to make small talk with them.
Right.
I didn't know them that well.
Right. So you liked when Gary was
the guy was. That's something I would have asked him to do.
Can I tell you why I decided to go? They sort of asked.
What are you doing in here?
Well, because I think at this point I'm pretty sure Artie's not going to throw anything at me.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's with the Crafts. I knew them before they had asked Artie, and in fact, they had contacted me about Artie going.
Yeah.
So on a weird level, I felt a responsibility to make sure everything went right, not only for Artie's sake, but for their sake as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were Artie wasn't bringing anybody but his cousins, And I thought to
And
myself,
you know Artie lies about everything, so he might not have shown up.
But no, it wasn't that. I just knew that.
That's something I show up for.
No, I knew Artie did. I knew Artie didn't know them.
Right.
I knew that he was there to perform, but that it was going to be a private party.
That was very helpful.
But I did it as much for the crafts as I did it for Artie. And then, absolutely, a part of it I did for myself. I wanted to see what was going on up there.
It was an
fun.
interesting, it was a private jet back and forth. It was fun, but I would have been in a bit of a disarray without Gary there because I don't like making small talk with people who I barely know.
Was there anybody you had to kick off the plane this time?
No, there was plenty of room.
No, that was
sounds like you two are back to being buddies.
The worst thing I did on that trip was that
we've gone full circle here.
Is Artie alive again to Gary?
I don't know. He's got a heartbeat. The worst thing I did on that trip to Artie was Artie's uncle and I watched American Idol on the plane. He looked at us like we were a couple of homos. Artie was like disgusted.
Yeah. Me and my Uncle Tommy at least didn't watch it. But, look, all right, this might have been the quickest argument makeup in the history of the show.
All right, well, there you go. You guys had a lot of bad words.
I just can't believe that. Obviously, look, that's a sensitive subject, the Gary, the Afghanistan thing. I can't believe that whatever got in his head with that doubt is so there that we were fucking over there. Like, I can't hide disdain for somebody for a week.
I forgot
Not in Afghanistan.
No, but I didn't think you had disdain. You're missing the point. I didn't think you had disdain.
If I resented you for any reason for coming and taking a friend's spot, believe me, it would have come out when I was on the 15 Valium in Kyrgyzstan airport.
It sort of did at one point.
It did?
Well, no, Artie got really mad at me at one point during the trip, and it got really ugly. That was very hurtful to me, too.
When was that? Oh, on the Valium?
Or after the...
I was on
the 40 Valium?
After the night.
You see, don't exactly... It was 15 Valium.
It was 15?
Oh, it was only 15?
No, it was 50 by 8 Ambien and 3 shots of wild turkey.
Oh, my God in heaven. What are we going to do?
And by the way, dude, I was in Kyrgyzstan.
Oh, my God.
All right.
How
It's
do you
easy.
handle
It's
that
easy
many-
not to drink in Ibiza, wherever you guys go.
How many drugs can you take?
He has a tremendous constitution. Listen, the late John Belushi and Chris Farley had tremendous constitutions.
Wow.
Everyone always says that.
They were dead at 33.
That's right. You've outlived them all.
You're a better drug taker than they are.
He has more tolerance.
What did you used to say years ago when I used to listen to you? What you used to say, Keith Richards is the best
greatest white drug taker ever.
Well, the guy is. I mean,
at him.
first
He's
of all,
alive.
He's still alive. I mean, he looks like Dracula.
Even the cigarette smoking. I mean, this guy smokes constantly.
On stage.
On stage. He can't even put down a cigarette, and when he's in the middle of a guitar solo, he's got one burning in there.
He's got the cigarette in the guitar.
Him and Ron Wood, both.
Yeah, and the guy's, thin and looks good, for a guy who's done that much.
So crazy, he ran up a tree and almost killed him.
Right.
Anything I said on that shit, you can't believe. I mean, of course.
It was. Again, part of me was like, I wondered if it was truth serum.
What did he say?
Well, let me tell you what happened.
Yeah, because I don't even remember.
Artie and I never had this out, and as long as we're having it out, I want Artie to know because I don't know I don't know what he remembers and what he doesn't. So the whole temper tantrum in the airport, I'm there also videoing everything.
Right.
And a couple of times I went to pull the camera out. I go, you know what, man? This just, I wanted to, but he was in such a state that I felt if he saw the camera, he'd smash it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because he was frantic and wanted to be out of
get
Russia.
out of there, yeah.
And you know what? We were all right behind him. Nobody's going to deny. We were all like, let's just get the fuck out of here.
You were handling it much more professionally.
Right.
I was ready to pay what, $18,000 for a flight.
Howard, the worst part of it was we walked right by the plane we were supposed to be on.
Right.
Like we were on the tarmac and we go, oh, there's our plane. They go, yeah, you can't get on that one. We're like, when's the next plane? They're like, oh, I think 36 hours. I'm like, fuck,
And this is after 20 hours of playing cards and killing time at Bagram in Afghanistan while we watched toilet paper get loaded.
But why couldn't you get on your flight?
Because it was already, the doors were shut.
But I don't understand. Were you late?
Yes, we barely made it. But
that wasn't our fault.
Oh.
It wasn't our fault for being late. We were so long at one airport, the connecting flight. We just.
So it's the airline's fault.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, no, it was the Army's fault.
A military flight, right. You can't yell at them.
Right.
It's like, look, you're fucked.
All right. So now Artie's in the airport. Artie's very upset. He takes, he gets the pills and he gets drunk and he's throwing things. He's pissed. And like I said, we're all pissed too. I'm not giving him any shit about that. So we end up going back to the base, and we go back to
But you didn't throw things and stuff.
No. But so now Artie's
I did.
Artie's really, he's fucked up beyond belief.
Right.
I mean, he's really, really out of it. He goes back to his room, and he sits down, and I come in with a camera, and I say, Artie, what do you want to say? And I know that he's fucked up, but this is so important to the story. I know that I would never in a million years use this piece of tape.
But why?
Know that I would never in a million years use this piece of tape.
Well, why tape it
without
then?
showing? Because it's a moment that's getting lost. You were calm.
Plus,
But
it's one
isn't
of
it
those
great to
moments.
just have that moment lost?
Yeah, but isn't that one of those moments that will become legendary?
No. I
And
think,
then
see,
if
at
you
this
have
point,
the
this is
option
where
not
I
to use
argue.
it.
I think a true friend does not tape that.
No,
But
wait
I
a
would have
second.
never, ever,
But wait
ever
a second. It could
shown
be.
it without.
It could be just the other way. Like you don't.
You're
You
thinking
throwing
like-
the thing
you're
at
thinking
Teddy
like
was
a media
terrible,
guy.
but then it became.
I
legend.
can't. No, but Howard, I can't.
No.
I can't watch that. I
Right.
cringe looking at it.
I cringe looking at it too.
Yeah, but okay.
But it could be the thing that makes you snap out of whatever it is you're in that you won't make the right decision
I think I
for.
could figure that it looked pretty.
Yeah, but at the same
without the video.
when you work on this show,
and you guys were nice enough not to air that for 2 hours.
yeah. Well, you told me to air it.
Yeah, right. Okay, clearly I'm fine. We
Don't
called
blame me
Artie.
for that.
We called Artie.
I said, Artie, I'm not going to air it.
He's in a straitjacket, and he said, air it.
You called me and told me to air it.
Our decision was not to air it, Artie. Why did you overrule it?
Yeah, right.
We didn't air it.
Yeah, right. That's the truth.
Well, why would you listen to anything I said?
Because
within a
I
day?
believe you. At least then I did.
Can I finish? I want to finish the story because it's important. It's important for me to get it out. So now Artie and I are in this little tiny dorm room together.
Okay.
And I start taping, and Artie goes, "Shut that fucking thing off." He goes, "I know exactly what you're up to. I know how you are. I know what the fuck you're thinking." And I'm like, "Okay, I get it. I got it. I got all that."
Well, wouldn't you think that
if
if you're like on
Hold
the
on.
ground throwing up and I'm got a camera? Yeah, anything,
But you know
Gary?
what? I could always erase that. I could never go back and get
Why
it.
would you even tape
Because
it?
it's just the thought of
Because you might have wanted it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we move ahead. But
I might have wanted it.
let's move ahead. So
God,
I shut that
you guys
camera
are
off
living in a
immediately.
different world.
He's very upset. He's very agitated.
You should never have turned the camera
I
off.
shut the camera off.
That's my problem with
And
it.
then Artie, I thought, fell asleep. And I have to tell you, it was me and David Tell, Nick DiPaolo, Jim Florentine. It's like 5 a.m. now. It's light out. We all tell Artie we're going to bed. We're like in 5th grade. So that Artie thinks that we're all going to our rooms. And then we agree that we're going to meet out in 5 minutes to go get breakfast. But we don't want Artie to know. We don't want Artie to know we're out. So we're standing out in front of the barracks, and we're all having this conversation like, "Oh my God, Artie's so fucked up." We're just sort of like, decompressing and everything, and all of a sudden Tell goes, "Oh shit, there he is."
He's out.
So Artie was out. It was like, fuck. And that's when
Like a
Artie
bear.
in front,
He got out.
in front of everybody, and I don't know what Artie remembers and what he doesn't, but in front of this group of guys, Artie came right at me physically.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You motherfucker, I know you, more of the same, you fucking cocksucker, you piece of shit," and just started calling me the worst names you can imagine.
Wow.
And then the next morning, the next afternoon,
I slept right up until the plane.
Artie got up, and when he saw me, he goes, "Yeah, by the way, last night I was a lot out of line. All right, let's go get some breakfast."
Yeah.
So that was.
Well, I
was
forgot. I don't remember
I was
all that.
terrified, Howard. I was, and I wasn't sure what Artie remembered and what he didn't.
Well-
So there's a part of me that I've always thought, does Artie know what he said to me? And
I don't
was
remember.
Was that just a simple apology, or does Artie not remember any of it? But I will tell you, Howard, did I talk to you about this in the summer? How hurtful it was to me?
Yeah.
I don't
really
remember
hurt me.
I don't remember details about what I said, but I mean, shit.
Yeah, Gary was on the phone with me for. I knew all about this. Like Gary was on the phone with me for days about it.
It hurt. It just really.
Well, I mean, I don't know. You could have called me and said it,
But I didn't know. I couldn't even figure. I almost didn't want to call you because if I did, I didn't want to remind you of what you might not have remembered.
Well, but see, now you know something that I don't really know all of that's festering, which is why you might be aggravated too, or might think that way about me. I don't know about
Well, it's also, again, since it happened there, it's a part that makes me wonder, did Artie want me there?
No, I mean, in that state, I was mad someone was filming me, I mean.
No, I get it.
And that makes me question someone's friendship if they're filming me while I'm, practically throwing
I'm
up in an
questioning
army.
whether he's a good producer. He stopped filming.
Well, there's that. Well, there's that too. To me, I'm like, okay,
What
what's
the fuck is he over there if he ain't filming that great moment?
But it wasn't your video he was shooting, was it?
Well, it was for, it was for
Like
the
if
TV
you
show.
start thinking if I'm going to jump off a cliff,
I'm gonna
does he
stop
talk me
you.
off the cliff or does he videotape me
He's
jumping?
a documentarian. He's a documentarian.
He can't help you with a cliff. Once you're going over that cliff, you're there.
That's making the news, not recording it.
I'll tell you one thing though.
What do you want to jump off a cliff and not have a memory of it?
I'll tell you one thing that be great for my kids to see.
Here's your dad.
You're not having kids.
I want to have an illegitimate kid. I decided,
Oh, my-
like the
you and
Jerry
Angie
Lewis
Everhart.
thing.
Yeah.
But I'll take care of it.
Angie
So-
Everhart announced yesterday she is having a child.
It could be Artie's child. It could be
that's
Artie's
right.
child.
So listen,
If it was
but
Artie's baby, it'd be fantastic.
here's the funny thing about that whole thing. As fucked up as I was, the Army guy that was with us, the Vietnam guy, Jeff Anthony, this fucking, black guy who could do like 1 million push-ups and sit-ups.
Right.
And
strong guy.
And he just knows everything about the military, and he's just been there, done that. He was tolerant of a lot of our bullshit behavior, okay? Right. And he tolerated a lot of bullshit from me.
Right.
But the one thing I remember in that man is he had enough of me. Okay.
So back at the barracks, already wandering around.
Right. I'm wandering around.
High as a kite.
Clearly fucked up.
Which that was their biggest fear in getting Artie over there.
He really did tell them that he was fine.
Jeff turned to us, and he goes, "You fucking guys got to figure this out."
Yeah.
And I'm like, you saw what we're doing.
So I guess at one point he just got, it's like, the Marine in him.
Yeah. These guys aren't going to figure it out.
This asshole, junkie, hippie fucking comedian. So he went over to me, and this I do remember, and he grabbed me by the shoulder. Now, I only knew this guy to be a friendly guy the whole time. He grabbed me, and he got me in like a mini headlock. and he looked at
you make friends wherever you go.
He looked at me, and he said, "Listen, motherfucker, this is an Army base, okay? You get the fuck inside and go to sleep."
And you listened, right?
And I went right inside. I marched
you see,
inside.
that's what you need.
Notice,
You need to join
Gary,
the Army.
He's not yelling at that guy.
Right.
I said, if this 58-year-old guy beats the shit out of me right now, I mean,
did he see the tirade against Gary?
Yeah, I'm sure. Well,
no, he didn't.
Oh, he wasn't there.
He didn't. It was just it was Dave and Jim Florentine and Nick and.
Meanwhile, me and Attell had just talked for years. Me and Attell have always talked about how we want to get off booze and all sorts of drugs and everything in the road. And Attell, I think, has still been sober for almost a year.
I think you cured him.
Which is fantastic.
But he doesn't want to drink again, he said.
He had been sober for four months at that time, but the only thing with Dave is he smokes, I'm going to say 5 packs of cigarettes a day.
I know.
He can't get rid of that. But
he also doesn't sleep much either.
No, he's a vampire, Attell.
Yeah.
He is, and he's always been. That's why he's such a great comedian. Like on Easter Sunday, on Christmas Day, Attell had 5 spots at the Comedy Cellar.
Wow.
That's why he's so great, I'm sure.
Howard, do you know
talent and doing it.
We landed from this fucking 87-hour trip in Afghanistan. We landed 5 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, and Dave gets his cell phone. I go, "Who you calling?" He goes, "I want to see if I can get a spot at the Comedy Store."
You know what? Here's a great thing.
Wow.
Like
that, he worked that night.
The day you landed.
We landed at 5. I think he went on at midnight.
Here's why he might be the greatest comic, I think, of my generation, like club comics, and why he deserves it is like in the beginning of the week, they call it calling in your avails, your availabilities to a club. Like on a Monday, you call up the manager of Stand Up New York or the comic strip or the Cellar, and you go, "Listen, I'm available Monday through Wednesday." And they go, "All right, you got a 9 o'clock Wednesday, 9 to 9:20, and they give you your spots for the week, and that's, you go. So, we're still in Afghanistan. We're in Kandahar, and Jim Florentine has a special cell phone that we can only use some of the time. We had just been bombed. There was a bombing that made the papers. We're all calling up our family and going, "I'm okay, we're okay." And then I hand the phone to Attell, and in the back I hear Attell go, "The name of the woman who runs the Comedy Cellar is Esty." He goes, "Esty, listen, I'll be back Monday. I got Monday through Friday."
Oh, my God. That's what he's using the
That's a real professional.
Called in his avails.
I like that guy.
Yeah.
See, that's why I always admired him. All right, boys, it seems as if the fun part of this argument is over. Now it's the makeup part, and I can skip all that.
They can do that off the air.
Yeah, go make love to each other off the air. Whatever. All right. That was a good argument, though.
Artie was dead for a little while.
That was great when Artie was dead. Artie didn't like that. He didn't like being dead. They made up.
He came back.
A couple of knockout punches from both sides.
Did you see a white light, Artie, before you came back?
You know what that was like? That was Hagler Hearns. It was only 3 rounds, but a lot of blood.
Went fast. Yeah. I'm sure everyone enjoyed that, though.
Do you ever the Hagler Hearns fight? I have that on DVD. The end of the first round, Hagler's face is bleeding, and he looks at Tommy Hearns with a look of like such death.
Yeah.
And then he fucking knocked him out.
Yeah, Tommy Hearns. That was all going down when I was living in Detroit.
The Detroit
Tommy
Bomber.
Hearns mania. Yeah. That's good stuff. All right, thanks for that nice fight, you guys. Good job. You guys can go home now.
Thanks for starting off the morning.
You know what? I got mad.
Just killed a nice 45 minutes for me.
I got mad last night thinking about, as soon as I heard Gary say that, I got mad and it was festering, and I said, I'll sleep on it. And I woke up today okay, and then, something triggers you, and then,
I might even in the next hour play it again, get you all worked up so you guys can go at it again.
I said they triggered it. Artie saw me.
No, I don't know. I just...
It was good for you. Give you some time on the show.
Oh, good. Yeah, because I haven't had enough airtime.
You need some more airtime. All right, that was fun. I can't top that.
Sheesh. Let's go home.
Hey, Robin.
Yes.
What's in the news?
Well, of course, Leona Helmsley is in the news.
Hey, Gary, get Leona on the phone. Damn it, he's busy
Why
giving
is
me...
he so harried out there this morning?
Because I don't know. You know why? Because the Rolling Stone guy is here, and despite what everyone might think around here, he has this fantasy that if he keeps coming in every break and sort of like being part of it, he's going to be a big part of the article. Gary Delabate, his assistant, comes in. He seems to be more useful than the two writers on the show. In fact, he comes in and offers ideas, and it keeps he's sort of Howard's, really the visualizer of the whole program. He's out there finding out what's going on and feeding Howard constant ideas. It's not going to happen. I mean, David sees through him.
I walked out there just a second ago,
Yeah.
and he ran into the office, and he said, all right, time out, everyone.
Yeah, he's only hoping that David will walk by and he'll be in the middle of doing something neat.
Why don't you guys all just drop dead, especially you?
Who?
You.
Who's Robin?
Trying to help you out. I swear to God, man. Why don't you guys just cut it out?
David, write this down. Gary is a load.
Yeah, David, do me a favor. Leave my name out of the article.
Yeah, oh yeah. You're not putting on too much of a... You're not showboating enough here.
Imagine me trying to help
Howard,
you.
I don't believe we'll be able to drink at the party. I've been...
I don't give a crap, man.
I've been
It's
studying...
your job.
I've been studying some legal...
Yeah,
Gary,
I got my books out.
I'm pretty confident I could get another job in about 5 minutes.
Well, good.
I'm pretty confident you couldn't without me.
Excuse me for
Except
thinking of
working
you.
in the ice cream truck.
Excuse me for thinking of you.
No.
No, I'm only thinking of myself. I'm a
You don't
selfish
think
moron.
of me. You are a selfish
Leona
moron. You know why?
Helms is on the phone.
You know why you're a selfish moron?
Why?
I'm going to explain it to you. Then
Oh,
you're
yeah,
going to walk
'cause I'm so
out of here.
stupid, I can't figure it out.
You know why you're stupid?
Why? Because I'm a moron.
On the air, you get on the air, you're explaining, no, actually there's no liquor. Listen to the tape of yourself. What a moron.
Okay, all right, so I screwed up. I was
Off
trying to
the
do the
air,
right
you
thing.
tell me that stuff if you thought about me. Get out of here. Get out.
No.
Out. Leave. In front of the Rolling Stone guy. Leave. Leave with those big teeth of yours. Leave. How dare he? And now he's being defiant because the Rolling Stone guy is here. See, everything's for the Rolling Stone guy.
Yeah,
I'm not doing this article in the Rolling Stone. You get defiant.
You're not an absolute
Do you understand
jerk
the difference?
to me any other day
Do
of
you
the week
understand
except
the
for today.
difference?
You're not showing off for him yourself.
Hey, do you understand the difference? Do you understand the difference of why you did wrong? You don't even know what you did wrong.
I
You didn't
thought
tell
I
me
was doing the
off
right
the
thing.
air.
I screwed up. Cut me a break.
No, get out of here.
Here,
Please
take
leave.
it. Leona Helmsley's
Get
on the
out of
phone.
here. Get out. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
That's about the 6th or 7th time this
Go make
week.
your mortgage payment. Get out. Idiot. What an idiot. I don't believe you can drink alcohol. He announces it on the air. That's good. Ruin the whole damn show. Now for sure we won't be able to drink. I don't believe we'll be having any alcohol.
There will be no alcohol in here.
Yeah, but he doesn't get why he's an idiot. He tells it on the air. He didn't tell me off the air. He sits there all morning with nothing to say. He gets on the air. He thought of it. He brainstormed.
And of course, he would think that you were talked to by the people at the station who
Right.
had a concern because you're still announcing it on the air.
Yeah, and I'm such a renegade. I'm disregarding what the people warned me about at the station. David, I don't care if anybody gets this, as long as you get it. You understand that he did wrong, right? For the article.
He's nodding his head.
No, do you understand what... I want to make sure the guy from Rolling Stone understands what Gary did wrong, so he doesn't write down that I'm a total dick. Do you understand my point is? He gets on the air and says no drinking, therefore ruining it because now it's become an issue on the air. All he had to do, if he really wasn't selfish, he would have told me off the air. He would have told me a day ago that he had this conversation with... Do you understand that? So I'm being reasonable here, right? Please say yes.
Yeah.
I want to have a vocal record of this. All right?
With you now.
All right, so David from Rolling Stone understands why.
boy.
In other words, my show is important to me because people are drinking, they get wacky, okay? Now, if he comes in here and says, oh no, there won't be any drinking, and there's a cover-up thing, and I don't know anything about what he's doing, who the hell is he to be doing this? Do you understand that? Thank you, David. Just say yes out loud, please.
Yes.
Okay. This article's going to give me a heart attack.
It's been a tough morning.
The only one who's making a big deal about it is you.
No. I'm making a big deal.
If you would have just let it, but if you would
Get out of here.
If you
I
would
didn't
have just
invite
let
you
it
into
go,
my show.
If you would have just let it go, then it wouldn't have happened.
All right, so it's 8:41. I don't let anything go. All of a sudden, I'm talking about having drinks on the air, and he goes, well, of course there won't be any alcohol. And I'm supposed to let that go?
Like, I know what you do. I know what goes on. I know the conversations you have with the people in this company. Of course you would be defiant. It wouldn't be the first time.
All right, thank you. You're smelly, and you're ugly, and you're untalented, and you're a schmuck, and your teeth are your best feature. You're right, your teeth are good. Your teeth are your best feature.
You know, I'm really wondering how this article is going to go. Is it Gary is stupid article or Howard throws frequent temper tantrums article? I really wonder. I'm really going to be interested in hearing that and seeing that. All right, now leave because you just ruined my Rolling Stone article because everything was going fine and now I've revealed things. I'm finished. I'm dead in this business. Now leave in disgrace. If this article is bad about me and because of this incident, Gary is really fired. I'm not kidding.
Please.
So David, you hold his job in your hands. Think about it. It's your call, pal.
You don't remember,
Because sometimes you say stuff and then it's not true.
Yeah, I like it when you do that, Howard. Like you
No,
said
no, sometimes you say stuff and it's not true.
But we did talk about that on the air.
We
I
did,
remember
okay.
reading the article.
We talked about it.
Well, I gave you the article and you read
All right,
it.
but I don't remember that.
Okay, you want me to go find it?
No, fine, go find it.
Okay.
That would be good.
All right.
Yeah, go find it. What, right now, in the middle of this conversation, you're
I
going
don't know. I mean,
I just
say
said,
a
do
lot
you
of
know
things
that to
you
be
don't
a fact?
question. I don't know why you question that. Yes, I do remember it.
I'm questioning it because I don't know that fact. You know that for a fact, is what you're saying. Why are you taking that as a challenge? I'm asking you to verify that you know that as a fact.
I remember that we had an article. We read that. We talked about it. Yes,
Okay.
we.
Okay.
You and I fucking read the fucking article.
Yeah. So why
I read it, then you took the paper and you fucking read it.
I don't recall that. So I'm asking
Okay, so
you.
your memory loss
Why
why
are you yelling at me?
I don't know because you're.
I'm asking you. Do you know that as a fact? What are you, a fucking idiot?
Yes, I'm a fucking idiot.
I'm asking you if you know that as a fact. That's it. I'm not accusing you of anything.
Yes, Benji.
No, Gary. You just made a statement that Jesse Jackson's son owns 3 Coca-Cola plants.
My memory serves me correct. That
Do you know that for a fact?
I'm pretty sure I know it as a fact, but you, of all people, can always make me doubt
Gary,
myself.
Gary, I'm
saying,
asking
I'm pretty sure I know it as a fact.
So you don't know it as a fact. You're pretty sure you know
99 and 9/10% sure.
All right. So you're able to verify that.
I believe I'm able to verify it, yeah.
All right. So that's what I want you to do later on. Bring me verification.
Okay.
Why are you taking that as a challenge?
I don't know because
you're being retarded.
Because there's lots of things that we've discussed on the show, and I guess you just don't remember it.
Gary, I don't remember this fact. Do you? Rob, am I saying something insulting to this maniac?
No, I think Gary's thinking of it as an attack. You're just trying to cover your bases.
Yeah, I'm just trying to know, is that really a fact? Because then when I hear from Jesse Jackson that you accused him of having 3 bottling plants.
Can I just play the devil's advocate?
I want to know if it's real.
What Gary, I think when you said, well, sometimes you say stuff and it's not true, I think he took that as an attack. When you said
right. That's exactly right.
He has made mistakes in the past where he thought something was true and he's wrong.
But we all have on the show.
Yes. So that's why I'm asking you, do you know that as a fact?
I will go and bring you verification when you're done browbeating me.
No, you see, after you make those statements, I'm the one that has to deal with it.
Right, because I've cost you so much money in lawsuits.
No. That's not what I'm saying. I like to be fair to people.
Okay.
So when I ask you, why would you get defensive? Just say, I believe it to be true. In fact, I can look it up. That's what you do. You're being bizarre right now.
I don't think I am, but that's okay. We can agree to disagree on that. I think Artie hit it right in the head.
No, Gary, I'm asking you, I don't know that as a fact. I don't recall that as a fact.
Okay.
If I ask you if something's a fact, and then you just say, I believe it is, and I can get verification.
Okay, Howard, I believe it is, and I can
Or
get
you say to me, I'm not 100% sure, I'll look into it. Or I'm 100% sure. Those are the 3 answers, not attacking me. I need to know if you really know that.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes,
that's my responsibility.
I understand.
You're being stupid.
Yes, that's right. I am.
Your
very
reaction to my question is idiotic.
I'm an idiot and stupid.
No, I didn't say you're an idiot. Your answer is idiotic. Yeah, you're being stupid.
That's right.
You're not understanding what I'm
not trying to be stupid. I'm just trying to move the show along. I'm not trying to be stupid.
You slowed the whole show down.
I think you did.
Do you know that? I didn't do anything except ask you a question, and you got into defensive mode.
Okay.
I need to know if you know that as a fact.
Okay. I think we've established that probably about 7 or 8 minutes ago.
Yeah, but you're not letting go of it. No, you're not letting go of it.
I'm not letting go. You're not letting go of it.
You're not letting go.
We established that, and I said I would go and get... Did I say 4 minutes ago that I would go get verification? You said, okay, great. Then you go to rebrowbeat.
No, but you were in attack mode as
if and then you go to rebrowbeat again. You're not done yet.
There's something wrong with your response.
You're just not done talking about it.
No, you're irritating me.
Yes, I can see that.
You irritate me.
Yes, I can see that.
Because you're not comprehending what it is that's upsetting me right now.
I am comprehending it. I said I would go and get the verification you desire. So what else is it that you need?
Because you went into attack mode.
No, but that was all before that. Then we established what you just said.
No. You're wasting. You're bizarre.
Right.
Your bizarre behavior is bleeding into the airwaves.
That's correct.
And you're ruining my airwaves.
Should I leave?
Yes.
Okay.
Leave. But leave the ratings things we were going to discuss. I had a whole agenda here.
You can do that. You don't need me.
Yeah. No, I needed you for that. You've ruined it. You've ruined it. Yeah, you ruined it.
Yes, I
You
did.
ruined it. Get out. Get out of my show. Now, go get verification. Why are you back?
Because I have the verification.
Okay, good. Go ahead. What do you got? That's all I was looking for.
It all began in the early 80s when Jackson's demands moved Coca-Cola to award more distributorships to minorities. Among those who got the lucrative contract, Jackson's half-brother, Noah Robinson, now serving life prison sentence. So it was his brother.
So it wasn't his son.
It was his I'm sorry, I was off.
You know what?
It was his half-brother.
And but here was the thing. Here was the mistake that was made. Apparently there was a boycott of Anheuser-Busch in 1982 that Jackson tried to organize. They gave a lucrative distributorship with revenues of $30 million to $40 million to Jackson's sons.
Yeah, good. I just want to make sure that is a fact. That's it. I don't know why you have to get defensive
and that's
about
from
that.
National Review Online.
He takes that as a
personal attack.
A personal attack.
Yeah. And I think it was because we have read those articles on the air before. And when he was saying it, I was like, I know some relatives were involved, but I don't know the exact companies. And that's all you were saying. Just give me the verification.
Howard, do you mind if I play devil's advocate here right now about this?
No, I really don't. I really don't need to be challenged
see his
on
point.
this.
Maybe I can explain it to you better.
You should talk to him.
What is his point? What is
his
music playing?
I needed to know whether that was a fact that he was 100% sure.
And when you were talking about that specifically, he was fine. When you made it a more general insult of like, you say stuff and it's not true before.
He has done that before.
Then thought it was
where he's come back and said, I swear I thought that was a fact.
Right.
So I said, do you know that for a fact?
Where Gary let it go too long was he clearly didn't know if it was a fact. That was the problem.
Right.
Yeah, but the point is, Howard was just like talking about, these are people of a very litigious and.
No, I understand why Howard's doing it.
I'm just saying, do we know that his son has three? Yeah. As it turns out, his son doesn't. See, Gary again jumbled it up. Anheuser-Busch boycott ended up with it. And not that it makes that much of a difference, but he does jumble facts.
Actually, whatever.
Yeah, it was his half-brother. What are you going to say to that? I'm wrong?
No, nothing.
You jumbled it. You were jumbling. You're known to jumble.
Everyone sees it as jumbled.
Is your favorite thing in the newspaper jumble, Scrabble? That word jumble.
Jumble, I'm so stupid. I'll just be
so. In other words, I was right. He didn't have his facts completely right. Am I right or am I wrong, Robin?
So off base they were.
No, you weren't off base, but you were not 100%
You said, are you sure? And you said, I'm relatively sure.
I'm relatively sure, both. Relatively sure isn't good enough. That's all. Just ask. Don't get defensive. Oh, there he is reading a book of facts. Oh.
Wow.
That is funny.
Yeah.
He's eating the book of facts.
Is that what he's doing with it? You don't learn the book of facts by eating it. Sal's got the Gary mask on with a big book that he wrote Book of Facts on. And he's scratching his head and eating it. I really wasn't being accusatory. I was just trying to find out how sure he was about that. That's all.
He mistook the origin of your concern, I think.
He cross-pollinated two stories.
That's right.
But the point is, he was thinking, Howard was not having faith in him, and Howard was just thinking about who we were talking about.
Right. I think the other thing, too, that Gary kind of stuck himself with is he was absolutely sure that the story was true.
Right. The way he said it, it was actually as if it was fact.
Right.
Right. Absolutely true and then all of a sudden it's not the exact fact. That's why I know Gary jumbles stuff.
And it happened.
Right.
Happens to us all.
In 2002, if you remember, Gary told me on the air a guy was gay, and it turned out he wasn't.
Really?
And then Gary admitted he didn't read the article. So I gotta be a little careful.
2002.
So 2002, I got it in my book. Another happy
day.
Another big day in my life.
April 8th, 2002.
Remember that?
Gary says someone's gay.
Remember that, Gary? Remember you thought you read it?
Vaguely. Is that a bigger day in the book, or is Jackie a bigger day?
No, Jackie's a bigger day.
That's always
the day he left was the biggest day.
Gary declares someone gay day.
The day Jackie left this show was Christmas for me. All right?
It's your New Year's. Your 4th of July.
You can win $10,000 courtesy of RisqueVideo.com. You're 24.
What, do they have a group of geeks or something?
We're going to be the geeks. I'm going to be the Superman geek. Artie's going to be the sports geek. Gary will be the rock and roll geek, and John will be the Star Wars geek. And
all right.
We didn't throw Fred in there because we figured you wouldn't stand a chance against him.
He's the geek of all geeks.
Uber geek. He's uber geek is right. And anyway, thanks to Risque Video, RISQUE, for the $10,000 prize. And if you want to get involved with that, what do they do?
If you just told everybody what our specialties are. So if you think that you can beat the 4 geeks and you live in the area, you get yourself down here by next Wednesday, give us a call.
Gary.
Huh?
You just said nothing. What? Get yourself down here.
Yeah. In other words, if you live in the area and you can get yourself down to our studio.
But how do they call you? What is it?
Are you going to be expecting them?
Maybe people just walk in?
Call 1-800-44-STERN.
We got to put that on the plug. Seriously.
I got you.
Once again, even on the dial-a-day thing, what do we do with that? What do they do?
Nothing. You're just plugging the fact that we're doing it if you read it. Look at it. Does it say you have to do anything?
But how are you going to get the 3 guys?
We had this discussion already.
All right, tell me.
It's done. We went through our list of guys.
So you got the guys?
Yes.
All right.
I just said you just have to
And on
plug
Beat the Geeks, how are they going to get down here?
They're going to call 1-800-44-STERN. They'll call us.
Just put that on the piece of paper. What's the matter with him?
You know what? Cut your underwear.
You know what? It's not my underwear. What's the point of going through all of the plugs and then nobody knows what to do?
You generally know you have to call us. We had that discussion during a break.
No, just put it on a piece of paper. We discuss 5,000 things during a break. Once I'm on the air, I don't remember what we discuss. You don't know that about me?
I just said, you said the guys will just call us, and I said, yeah, so...
Oh, you put the number down. I don't know it.
You don't know the number? I'm sorry.
No, you got 50 different numbers back there. Hey, vey. Am I crazy?
No, you're not crazy, but sometimes you
Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
All right, so then just do it.
Okay, I said I would do it.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
You generally know we're going to make a phone call.
Yeah, you know what they're going to do. How many people should call? How many people?
2 guys.
We need 2 guys, okay.
Or 2 women.
Or 2 women, right. And they call 1-800-44-STERN.
They think they could beat, the Star Wars geek and the Superman geek.
All right, okay. You better leave because I'm about to blow up.
We're going to blow up anyway.
You should leave, though. Then I'll forget about you and I'll move on to something else.
Because I hate it when you blow up.
No. If I'm looking at you, I'm going to keep obsessing on you. If you walk out now, you'll avoid a nasty confrontation.
It's all going to be nasty.
No. I'm telling you, if you leave now, I think I'm going to be okay. I'm just staring at you. I can't believe.
So stupid.
Can't believe it.
So stupid.
See, you left now. I forgot.
So stupid. So stupid.
Give Stuttering John a raise. Make sure he makes more money than Gary. He must hate me. I have a theory he makes tons of money being paid by other radio shows to sabotage me. That's possible.
That's how he makes it.
Yeah. It's possible.
Didn't do anything.
No. I'm telling you, it helped.
See, leave it didn't do a thing.
I was just about to move on.
No, you don't stop.
That wasn't vicious.
No, but you never stop.
I was winding down. Now you got me all. You got me riled up again.
Just stop. Does the punishment really fit the crime?
Yes. Believe me, it does.